Hello everyone, and welcome back to Tales of Xillia Remastered with Chaos Counseling. Oh, skipped.
I'm impressed with your ability to handle a different weapon in each hand.
When I was a kid, I was left-handed, so I worked at strengthening my right arm instead.
That shows good combat sense. I imagine you needed special training to learn how to wield a sword with your offhand.
That must have been tough.
No, it had nothing to do with combat, just part of my daily life. You know me. Always a girl on each arm. And it would be rude to handle each of them differently.
What? And here I was starting to respect you. I'm leaving.
Are 2 arms even enough for you?
With a woman of your stature, maybe not.
Good. I'd hate for you to think that you can handle me with just one.
Oh, Mila and Alvin. But yeah, so last time let's see.
Sure is cold.
Yeah, last time was when we tried to catch Exodus at the arena, but it failed because they weren't actually after Mila, they were after Tipo.
It's really cold out here.
Tipo, it's almost like Tipo got like a hard reset. So they kind of had to like refine their personality, because again they like reset to like a basic toy or something like that. It was revealed that Alvin well, okay, according to Alvin, he has just taken jobs from Exodus in the past, but he's not like a member of Exodus, or so he claims. I think what else? We got confirmation that Elise's parents are indeed dead. Got a little more from the guy Zhao, who was the one holding Elise captive in the village where we met her. And we found out that Isla, a woman that we met in the last town, was actually the one who kidnapped Elise. Well, not kidnapped her, found her and handed her over for... And we did get confirmation that Elise was experimented on when she was a kid as part of a booster experiment. And boosters are devices that increase production of one's mana lobe, or increase the output of mana from one's mana lobe, I guess I should say. And Tipo is a prototype booster. So yeah, and yeah, Alvin is presently blackmailing the woman Isla to keep taking care of his sick and potentially dying mother, as much as she doesn't want to, because it's like, bitch, the bad guys are the only ones who make the medicine I need to keep my mom alive, and you're the only one who's shady enough to administer it, so unless you want me to tell your future husband that you used to kidnap children, you're gonna keep treating my mom. Also, we did some more side content, stuff that, like, again, the stuff with Alvin and his mom, that was stuff I actually didn't see in my first playthrough, because as I kind of definitively, I don't want to say proved, because it wasn't really like a proof or anything, but I'm like, okay, yeah, the cutscene markers or whatever that appear on the map, I'm like, I am pretty positive those didn't appear in the original game. So I'm able to actually... Again, I've got mixed feelings about them being spelled out in this manner.
I can still do better.
Because you could argue it takes away a lot of the exploration, and yeah, there is a lot of truth to that. But especially as an adult that has very limited time for fun and games, I kind of can't say that I am upset by this, because the trade-off, because again, I'm a busy adult with very limited free time, very limited anything for that matter. So I can kind of appreciate that it's now a lot easier for me to see everything using just the tools available in-game, rather than having to look up a guide to make sure I don't miss anything. Again, to be perfectly frank, like, if I was a little kid,
So cold.
I definitely would prefer,
They got frozen solid.
and if I were to let my kids play this, I probably would prefer if it didn't have that, so they had to find everything kind of like what I did as a kid with Symphonia. I mean, I know my older brother looked up a guide, and that's how we figured out how to get all the second costumes, but I digress. There was still plenty of stuff in Symphonia I found out on my own, like the fact that you could have different connections with different companions in that game, but you know what I mean.
But I worry that your hands might not be strong enough.
But again, as an adult, with much more limited time on their hands, I do appreciate that they're like, here is where you can see the side cutscenes.
Tremors up and down your spine. That would clear it right up. But I suppose I could still do most of that with my own arts. Go ahead. Show me where it hurts.
Oh, I'm fine, really. Aches and pains are old friends to a man my age. Let's be moving on then.
Huh? You don't want the massage?
I'm sorry.
See what I mean?
Yeah, no more coddling.
I don't know, that gnome massage actually sounds like it could be pretty good as long as he didn't go too hard, you know?
We're all gonna catch colds at this rate.
Oh, a chance to get sick.
Do you enjoy having colds?
This will be my first time. When I had the 4, they wouldn't even let the rain and snow get me wet.
But what if you get a fever?
Ah, I did experience that when I hurt my legs. I felt like my body was burning up.
See? That's why you should try to stay healthy.
But I want to experience the sensation of having continuous nasal discharge.
I doubt that anyone else wants to see that.
It would be funny to see, though.
Oh, me, oh my. I think that's another reason why... It kind of reminds me of the reason why I liked the first Thor movie so much, is that Mila's not bitching and moaning about... Because, like, you see so often in these situations when a previously immortal entity or whatever now can experience, you know, mortal inconveniences like hunger and whatnot. They just start bitching and moaning about how, oh, I used to be blah, blah, blah. Or like, oh, the yada, yada, yada is so inconvenient and so miserable or whatever. But Mila's just like, ooh, I can become horribly sick and, you know, and debilitated. Oh, I've got to try that at least once. Because, again, it's very clear that she views this all as a learning experience. That's why I do really like Mila. Like I said, I do think Jude is definitely more in line with the characters I enjoy. And, yeah, I know he's naive and, you know, not... He's a very goody-goody character, but again, let's be real, since Lloyd from Tales Symphonia is my favorite character of all time, that's just kind of the characters I like. I mean, there's a reason why I love Superman as much as I do. And I am not going to apologize for how much I like Superman.
Final kill! Now, let's go! Roger! Final kill! Not yet. Savage roar! That's one. That was really close.
Excellent.
I'm here.
It's not working. Right. Let's go. In this crush. Now. Fall. Strike. Now. Let's go.
Let's turn the blades.
Ruination phase.
I'm here.
Shoot. Now. Let's go.
I'm ready.
Ruination phase.
Fire. You did it!
You know, it's nice being able to fight like this big group of, you know, these members of Exodus and, you know, absolutely destroy them, because
my mission, no matter what happens.
when I was trying to do that like solo arena thing with Jude, those were the last time those were the, you know, enemies I was fighting, and it was kind of a pain in
Let's
the
just
ass.
calm down and check our objective.
Embrace fortitude. Barrier. Let's show our skills!
Let's go!
Roger. Final attack.
I'm ready! Let's go!
That's one!
I'm on fire! You did it!
One!
Roger.
Right.
Ruination phase! Final Focus! Is fighting the only answer?
No, but if you're not fighting, then you're not using enough of it. If fighting's not the answer, then you're not using enough of it. That's the quote. Oh, I've been tricked. Yeah, no, that'll be in a cave. Oh god, those would look absolutely terrible on basically anybody.
I'm here!
Onward. Attack.
I'm here! I'm ready!
I realize I should probably turn the volume down a little bit more for Matthew's benefit. Because yeah, the I still had the TV's volume set for Persona 3, and for the most part, well, just since we're largely not streaming the Tartarus stuff, just because it's a grind and a slog, you know, and very little new information is learned. Your guys are mostly just seeing the more quiet bits in the stream. So yeah, we can afford to have it at a quieter level.
Embrace fortitude. Barrier.
Demon Fist!
Whirling assault. Attack.
Really good job, Cheapo. You can count on me.
I won't let anyone
Just keeps getting.
never stop improving.
Wait, Jude only got 4. Oh, jeez. I'm guessing that once we hit like level 41, the amount of new points we get drops. That stinks. Oh well, what can you do? Both sound really good. Okay, I'm gonna go for Cyclone. Because I don't think because I technically do have a fire elemental move for Jude. It's not that great, if I'm being honest, but I do have one. So I'm gonna go with that one. Dark Radiance. Yeah, I don't think I have as many characters with, like, dark attack. I could be completely wrong about that. Let's get that first. Okay. Okay. Strength is...
Everyone sure has gotten stronger.
Especially you. You've really improved.
I appreciate the increased strength, but I worry I'm bulking up too much.
Never took you for one to care.
Of course. The Lord of Spirits needs a suitable vessel.
Better to be toned than to be out of shape.
Totally. Strength is beauty. I think it's a good look. Buff Mila is the best Mila.
Well, if everyone thinks so, maybe I will try to tone up a bit more.
Do it, Mila! Yoked out bazongas!
Okay, yoked out bazongas!
I'm not sure you'd want that.
Oh, Tipo and / Elise. It's, you know, Tipo is kind of, since Tipo is technically Elise, expressing what she can't. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can go this. Oh,
Hey, Alvin, why is Tipo always talking about bazongas? What does that even mean?
Oh, he finally asks. It seems you're ready to take the first steps towards becoming a man.
Why do you have to make everything so weird? Forget I even asked.
Bazongas are the burning fire at the heart of manhood.
Rowan?
Jude, there are times to play it cool, but a man who fears his own passions is no man at all.
Yes, exactly what I was trying to say.
I don't fully agree
I'm not
with
even
that
sure I know
statement.
what we're talking about.
Then you will never know bazongas. You have to want it, Jude. You have to need it.
Then teach me about bazongas.
Oh God.
I can barely hear you. You have to mean it.
Oh no.
Teach me about bazongas!
Whoa! Don't go shouting things like that!
Don't scold him, Leia. I read about this in a book. It's called puberty. We're supposed to be understanding and supportive.
Don't hate us.
There's no shame in being burned by the fire of manhood.
Well, that just happened. But yeah, I I don't fully agree with the idea of, like, there's nothing wrong with the passions of manhood or whatever. Because I'm like, yeah, or being ashamed of it. I'm like, yeah, but the problem is that type of mentality of being like, oh, well, men should never repress their needs or desires because the whole boys will be boys bullshit is how we've gotten away with, you know, hundreds of years of it being perfectly okay to, you know, who am I kidding? Our entire recorded history of it being okay to sexually harass women and, you know, treat women as nothing but property and other bullshit like that. So, no, you should, the whole never be ashamed of your innermost desires or your passions or whatever bullshit. I'm like, no, I completely disagree with that. Hey, Owl Hutch, I'm not getting into the stream here. We're talking about me to want to talk about Bazongas. Yeah, that is definitely one of the more, shall we say, unique conversations to walk in on. It kind of reminds me of way back when I was streaming the Insane trilogy. I had just gotten like my 4th game over in a row on one of the levels, and I just kind of snapped, and I just started, you know, laughing manically. And someone just joined the stream. It's like, is everything okay? Yeah, that was a pretty, that stream was funny. Also, how you doing, Owl? Let's see. Okay. Oh, I am so sorry to hear that. Yeah, I kind of had a situation like that over the American thing, or when I had American Thanksgiving with my family. I had to cut out, me and Abby had to cut out early because it's like, yeah, we don't want to be around my racist, homophobic aunt anymore. And, you know, of course, despite the fact that they're the ones being hateful, you're the one who's a problem because you don't want to, you know, be around them and let them continue to be, you know, pieces of shit. Yeah, let's get that. Then again, I'm fervently of the opinion, again, I've gotten a lot of stigma from family about this because I've cut basically my entire dad's side of the family out of my life because honestly I don't like them. I'm actually much happier now that I don't spend time with them. Hey Muffin, hi, I'm here. Just want to say hi. Keep going. I'm listening. Okay. Because I'm much happier now that I don't spend time with anyone on my dad's side of the family anymore because they always made me feel judged for who I was and uncomfortable in my own skin, and I'm a cis dude, so you can imagine how they made like Sunshine, who is, you know, a gender fluid, non-binary, you know, individual, feel. What's what I'm looking for? But yeah, I've now kind of officially decided, especially after this last Thanksgiving, I don't want to spend time with this aunt ever again. But I've had some people be like, but they're your family. Especially being raised Mormon, that is a huge focus on family. It's like, but they're family. You can't just cut them all out. I'm like, yes, I can. And we need to destigmatize doing that because I'm sorry, especially in like Christianity, like Mormonism especially, but in Christianity as a whole, we've over-normalized this idea that if someone is related to you or whatever, then you have to put up with all of their faults no matter what. But I'm like, no. I'm fervently, and again, like, the Mormon church is, like, families are supposed to be, are the most sacred thing because they'll last into the afterlife and into forever. I'm like, okay, but if that's what I have to look forward to in the afterlife, having to spend time with my judgy asshole grandpa and my bitchy aunt, I'm like, I don't want to live forever with them because that sounds awful. I'm fervently of the opinion that the title of family, like true family, are people who make you feel warm and loved, be as yourself, you know? So yes, I am very much a found family type person, you know? Now again, that's not to say that I hate all of my, you know, blood relatives. Like, my cousin Eli, I think, is like one of my, you know, closest familial connections outside of like my immediate family. Even then, I'm probably closer to my cousin than I am my dad. And that's just because my relationship with my cousin is based on mutual interest, mutual respect, and mutual support. Whereas, well, I won't take the shit on my dad live on stream, but just to say the very least, I would not use the word support to describe my relationship with my dad.
Nope.
Let's see, I think it's family that, let's see, Muffin, I think it's family that in general is family stuff. It's been destigmatized in general, but of course, in religion, that can be normal. Let's see, Owl says, my mother just took control away from my sister who's had a bad year, which is an understatement, and I sadly had to tell my sister of the betrayal. That absolutely sucks. Muffin says, I get found family. I really like found family. Yeah? Sorry guys, I'll be right back. Abby needs my help. Sorry about that. Abby just was actually surprised Abby was awake, but just needed my help real quick. Nothing serious. Let's see. Okay, Al says when she asked my mother why my mother said we're family, we deal with things together. Me and my sisters grew closer from it though. Family is a word that's used to try to brush the things like that under the rug. I agree. Muffin Boy says, yeah, and as much as my sister is my blood family and my only sibling, we're supposed to be close, we aren't. I have no interest in getting myself back into that relationship. It shouldn't be. Because more often than not nowadays, especially when we're seeing, you know, pieces of garbage, estranged parents, and even some pieces of garbage, estranged kids or whatever, they're basically like, oh, I can't believe my ungrateful kids, or, you know, have cut me off. And yes, I know there are some, I do know, well, it is mostly parents who are being cut off for being abusive, but sometimes the kids can be abusive too. I'm not going to pretend that's not true. I'm trying to be fair, but
Wow.
let's be real, it's
And I thought
mostly
Chengdu
parents
was
who are
an
doing
outburst.
this.
Look
Who
at
are
this
usually
place.
the ones at fault.
The spirit faith is stronger here in Anjou
It's just
than it
they're
is in
upset
Rashidal.
that they... It's like, why aren't my kids like, if you read between the lines, it's like, I'm the supreme authority and should control everything about my kids, and how dare they not
Something you won't see
allow me to
anywhere
continue
else
to
in the world.
use and abuse
It's one of
them. Like,
Canberra's
that's
famous
really what
mountain
they're
slide
saying.
cars.
What are they?
Canberra was built along the peaks of a mountain range. Those slide cars connect the multiple districts together.
It's parents mostly at fault.
Don't
Yes,
they
I
look
agree,
fun?
but it's fair
I
to
bet we
play
could
devil's
see
advocate
forever in one of
sometimes.
those.
Yeah, because there was like a really shitty,
How
like
do we go
Oprah
about
did a
meeting
really
King?
shitty podcast
I'll request
talking
a
about
audience
the
for you when I seek permission to
estranged
use the Wyverns.
parent epidemic,
Don't
quote
get your
unquote.
hopes
It's
up,
not an
though.
epidemic. Like,
Many people come to the capital
there's
seeking
not
an
as many
audience,
kids
so you
estranging
may need
themselves
to
as
wait
their
a bit.
parents as these idiots would have them
I
believe.
suggest
It's just
resting at
thanks
the
to
inn
social
until I get
media, they now have a platform to be loud and obnoxious about it.
I bet
I
right
mean,
now
I'm
you're
not saying
trying to
there
think
isn't a
of way to
lot.
do
I'm
things
just saying
without Jurgen's help.
percentage-wise.
Just try not to make trouble for him, okay? He's a nice guy.
But one of the estranged parents, it's like they cut their son off because he was a criminal and was stealing from them. And it's like, yes, if what this parent said is 100% to be believed, which, much like the kids, it's like if we weren't in the situation, it's only a he said, she said. We don't definitively know one way or the other. Yes, the parent absolutely had the right to cut their kids off. Let's see. It is... Because, yeah, let's see. If your kid is just Pikmin, fair enough. Or Jack Doherty. Or the Paul brothers. Yeah, but yeah, absolutely. And yeah, sorry. And if any of our viewers are estranged kids, I do apologize if my statement of yes, sometimes kids can be at fault, and that was triggering for you due to the fact that, you know, your parents often tried to blame you or whatever. You have my most sincere apologies. I wasn't trying to genuinely say it's an equal, like everyone is equally at fault, because again, to quote so many of like the, you know, professional therapists who've, you know, done videos on these things, it's like kids will always bear less responsibility for the relationship turning sour because it's the parent's duty to be nurturing, because kids could not consent to being born. So again, I do just want to apologize that if anyone felt that I was, you know, not, you know, approaching your pain with enough sensitivity. I promise you that wasn't what I was going for. I was just kind of, I don't know. I admit I'm not 100% sure what I'm going for here, but it's, yeah, always depends on the context of the situation. No situation. It's usually ever the same, so it's hard to have a good one-way plan for every situation. Yeah, and honestly, if anyone tries to position themselves as like, I'm the authority, because like one of the things that a lot of people criticized Oprah for is like one of the expert therapists, quote unquote, that Oprah brought on to talk about it. I'm like, this guy loves to tout that it's like, well, I patched up my relationship with my estranged kids, so I have this, you know, absolute one-size-fits-all solution to fixing the, you know, estranged parents and estranged children and whatnot. I'm like, bitch, there is no such thing as a one-size-fits-all, because not everything is the same. Because every parent, like every estranged parent, neglected their children in their own way, you know? So there can't be a one-size-fits-all solution for fixing your estrangement with your kids, because in some cases it can boil down to the kids need to take a step back to give the parents just a brief minute to reflect, and that in and of itself can be enough for a parent to realize, oh, maybe I have been distant from my kids because under the guise of I was trying to give them independence, not realizing that it made their kids feel neglected. So all it really requires to fix the relationship is a genuine effort to be there for them. But in other cases, we could legit, I mean, I have a coworker whose dad literally would frequently beat him. Like, he nearly beat him to death more than once. So my former coworker is like, he will never speak to his father again. And honestly, I think that's totally valid. And acting like, oh, I have a one-size-fits-all solution that's going to fix both those situations is bullshit. Because it's not a one-size-fits-all, because, like you said, Muffin, it ignores the context of the individual situation.
It looks like there's something ahead.
Want to take a closer look?
Because another thing that I also want to point out is, in, like, one of the, like, estranged parents on TikTok or YouTube or whatever it was, she went on, it's like, oh, I was cut off because I, didn't pick them up on time, or I wasn't there, when they wanted me to be, or other stuff like that. Several therapists that I've watched who talk about the subject have said it's like, yes, you failing to pick them up might have been like the straw that broke the camel's back or whatever, but what really but the real issue was because this was a constant pattern of behavior. It's like, you failed. It's like, yeah, you may have like been failing to pick them up constantly, basically telling them that they were an afterthought. That sort of thing. And or then there was like another one that I saw where a woman was like, yeah, I'm estranged thanks to my youngest son's, new wife, because I don't even remember. I think she's like, I had a concussion at this one point in time, and then I got in a spat with one of my husband's sons, and now that's the reason I'm estranged. And everyone's like, that's bullshit. No sane person would actually think that all three of your children chose to cut you out of their lives because you behaved badly once with a concussion. It's like, it's clear that again was the straw that broke the camel's back, but there would have had to have been other underlying issues. Let's see, I don't always have the answer to someone's situation, but when friends ask for help and advice, I try my best to say what I did, but remind them our situation isn't the same, but to get perspective. Exactly. And I mean, another reason why things are not universally applicable is I have a nasty habit, and I've been trying to get out of it for years, where I overanalyze everything. And I am always more hypercritical of the things I've said than my friends or family are, for the most part. Emphasis on the words for the most part. And when I say family, I mean the people I still allow in my life, not the people who aren't in my life anymore. It could have been that one time, depending on how early it is in the relationship, but also it would still have to be severe. That is true. And I mean, that's the other thing you also have to be aware of when people make these rant videos about ungrateful kids cutting me off for no reason. It's like, okay, what actually happened? Because more often than not, they're not telling the full story. And it's like, sure, that one little thing could sound small when someone's just talking about it on their, when they're just filming themselves for TikTok and talking about it, but more often than not, they're leaving out the full context of what actually happened, or they're not giving telling the full story. And I mean, toxic, anyone in a toxic relationship, or, anyone who's the toxic person in a relationship will always reframe the situation to make themselves look as good as possible, just because, well, that's what they do. Well, it's not like there are multiple ways to be toxic. Toxic people often have a victim complex. Like, they're the ones who have to be, it's always the other person who has to be wrong.
Jurgen still isn't back?
Not yet.
Elise, wanna do some sightseeing?
Miss Elise, why not join Leia?
Come
What's
on,
the
Elise.
difficulty of context in
Gosh,
something
now that
because
Tipo's giving
some
us the
family troubles
silent
are
treatment,
years of
I guess I
context,
need
but
to
it's
pick up the
important to
slack.
reflect on all of
You
it.
talk more than before?
Yeah,
Impossible.
Meh.
I mean, that is true.
Hey, just because Tipo's
I mean, that
gotten
is
quiet
part of the
doesn't mean
reason
you
why
have
when a
to.
lot of people
I'd
ask
love to
me,
hear more about you, Elise,
if someone
in
were to
your own
ask me to
words.
sum up why Lloyd Irving is my favorite fictional character of all
You're the one
time,
holding us all back
I
after all.
kind of have to tell them it's like, I could show you from start to finish all of his
Elise,
best
that wasn't called
scenes.
for. You should apologize.
must have
But
really
you're
crossed the
not
line
going
if
to
Mama
get
Mila's
the same
scolding you.
connection to. You're not going to get the same
I
thing
hate
out of it.
Leia. And Leia too.
What'd you do?
Hey, where you going?
Yeah, this is definitely one downside with the skits sometimes playing
Stung a little.
out
not
of
gonna lie.
order
Please,
from where
do not
they
let it get to you.
is because
Oh, I'm fine.
yeah,
We
Elise
need to get
being
Elise back.
this depressed and broken is very much in line with how things have been in the main story, but because we've done so much side stuff that's accessible from any point in the game, Elise and Tipo have been all bubbly in a lot of these scenes. So it's like, it is one thing. I like the skits. They add a lot of personality, but especially in the newer Tales games, they do kind of fubbernuck consistent characters, if you know what I mean. It's not game ruining or character ruining, but it is a criticism that does need to be acknowledged about immersion breaking. Leia, Luke is playing a game with a character named Leia. Don't put me back in the oven. I mean, for being frank, there's a different Tales game where the main character is Luke, so I would be shocked, I mean, given the fact that it's Star Wars, that might not have been kind of a reference. But yeah, back to what I was saying about Lloyd, is I could show, like, every great cutscene that Lloyd was in Tales of Symphonia.
No reason to be alarmed.
But
This is purely a
because
chance encounter.
you
Nothing
guys
more.
don't have the context of being, like, a young 11-year-old, 12-year-old Luke who had
Elise,
never
I'm sorry about
played
before.
an
I can't
RPG
imagine how lonely you must
with
be without the
deeper
old Tipo.
characters or whatever,
I know
you're
I
never
have a bad
going
habit of
to
opening my
connect
big
with
mouth
Lloyd
without
the way that
thinking.
I did. In fact,
Please forgive
a
me.
lot of people,
No.
and
Come
have-
on, don't say that. I'll beg if I have to. I thought you and Mila were my friends. I hate you. I hate you.
I'm
Can't you see that I'm just worried sick about you? Liar. You don't care about me at
I
all.
don't know where
I
this
don't
is
want
coming
any
from,
friends
Elise.
anymore.
Like, I really don't know where this is coming from, because
Miss Elise,
Mila and
everyone is being kind to you
Leia,
right now because you have them so concerned.
they have
You
been
say
nothing.
that you feel hurt, but have you considered your own actions? Do you realize that Tipo's words were just as hurtful to Miss Leia?
I hurt Leia?
And again, she's a little girl, I get it.
Well, hurt is a strong word, but you took the wind out of my sails, that's for sure. I had no idea,
Why don't you try apologizing to her?
but I said such horrible things.
I am certain she will forgive you if you ask nicely. Forgiveness is the sign of a true friend.
That's why it's hard to show people in Ninjago so impactful to me. It won't connect the same way it did to me. The lessons I
sorry.
learned in Ninjago.
Will
plus
you
bonus
forgive
cool
me?
action,
Sure,
colorful ninjas.
but under
Absolutely.
one condition. From now on, I want you to tell me
But
more
yeah,
about
it's like,
yourself using
because
your
I
own
played Tales
voice.
of Symphonia at such a young age,
You're
and
not the
Lloyd's,
class of her.
you know.
You're only 3 years older.
Tipo, stop!
So sad.
Elise? Yes? Even if it's only 3 years, I'm still older than you. Right.
Bossy Leia is scary Leia.
There's a lesson here, child. Never take your friends for granted.
So what do we do now? Jurgen still hasn't gotten back yet.
We could just barge into the castle ourselves.
For the 100th time, let's not cause any trouble for Jurgen.
That's no good? It sounded like a good idea to me.
But yeah, it's kind of the same thing with Beast Wars. Like, I love showing Beast Wars to as many people as I can, but the animation on Beast Wars is so dated and so clunky and so awkward, and honestly at times it's full on ugly at times.
People, please.
But
Stop saying
honestly,
things
Code of
like that.
Hero,
But that's on you,
which I think is the
Elise.
9th episode of the
No,
2nd
I don't
season,
want to insult
is
my
actually
friends.
an amazing
But at the
piece of
bottom of your
television
heart,
despite the
don't you
graphical
want to?
issues.
No, you're wrong.
And
Don't say things
while
like
you
that.
absolutely
Bad
can
people
watch Code of
bad.
Hero,
Hey,
and
take it
like
easy,
there's a
you
reason
two.
why Code of
Some
Hero is
people's
one of the
been
most
saying
legendary
horrible things.
episodes or legendary
It's
pieces of
alright. I
media,
don't mind.
pieces of
Always
anything
meddling with us
Transformers
just 'cause you're a
related,
few years older.
because it's just that
but I
good,
like
it's
it
that
when I
well
have
written,
Yup,
the
it
drama,
really does feel
the
that way.
heartbreak,
Oh,
the
thanks, Elise.
heroism.
Guess I'll keep right
Like,
on meddling
that
then.
episode lives rent-free in my brain. And hell, during my... Yeah, Sunshine actually cosplayed Tipo one year at a convention.
Dude, we're such great pals.
The Beast Wars would have been less dated, drawn, and not animated. I agree. The problem is, especially in the 90s, once it became affordable to use CGI... Well, I say affordable loosely, to use CGI in television, everyone just jumped on it because they thought that was the future and they wanted to be the next big thing. And to be perfectly frank,
Stolen? That should be
as someone
my
who
line.
grew up in the 90s, I can't pretend that I didn't feel blown away by Beast Wars.
Don't be coy,
Because
dude.
it was
You
new.
have to
I
take
had never seen a
responsibility.
show like that before.
Oh, dude.
It's just
Responsibility?
much like...
Responsibility for what?
How do I put this? There's a reason why more people are still fond of the art style in Legend of Zelda Wind Waker,
When did my hands get
but
so covered with
Ocarina
blisters
of
and
Time
scars?
is,
That's quite
you
a
know,
layer of
not
calluses
is aged
forming
more,
around
has
your
not
knuckles.
aged as well, and is
Yeah,
being criticized a lot
probably
more as
from all
being
the
really
people I've
ugly
hit.
now.
Didn't you want to be
Despite
a
the fact
doctor?
that when Wind
That's
Waker
kind
first
of
came out,
ironic.
everyone
Do you
criticized
regret
it for
this?
being a downgrade
These
from
calluses
what
are
came
proof that
before
I'm
it.
striving to do the things I need to do.
And that's because
That's the
games like
spirit.
Wind
They
Waker,
prove you're no
Okami,
A
and
man's
those are the only
hands
two I can really
always
think of off the top of my head.
reflect
I know
the
there's
path he's
more.
walked in life. You have the
Nino
hands
Kuni,
of a true
rather
man.
than going for what
Calluses are the coolest.
the modern hardware could
Sorry,
render
I
as
tried
the most
calluses
realistic
too.
looking thing at the time, they went for style.
You guys are the best.
Style that still looks amazing on the hardware it was originally on, but arguably it wasn't pushing the consoles to its limits to make it as real as possible. So they hold up better because they have more of an identity besides, oh, look how dated that looks. And this would have been exponentially more expensive, but Beast Wars claymation by Aardman would have been interesting. That would have been interesting, yeah. Yeah, it would have been interesting. And actually, though, speaking of just the animation in Beast Wars, if it had been hand-drawn, Beast Wars actually wouldn't have been as good, but for a very different reason. So, what's interesting is that because Beast Wars was CG animation, there was, like, different costs involved in it than just drawing, you know, characters for every... It was like they had models that they could manipulate, you know? Since there were CG models, they didn't have to redraw them every single time, which is part of the reason their movement can be pretty janky, is because it's like moving someone with a mouse. But because they had to basically produce permanent model, like, I don't fully get how this works, because apparently, like, making a single CG model is more expensive than just drawing a bunch of pictures. I don't fully get how it works, but I'm also not a graphic designer. So because their budget was more limited, they could only afford to have so many, and it might have been a hard drive space issue now that I think about it. They could only afford to have so many character models on each team. As a result, the cast was always almost kept to 7 or less characters in each faction. So because of that, the Beast Wars characters are some of the best developed characters, well, at least up to that point. Because unlike, you know, Generation 1, where there was a million Autobots and Decepticons with interchangeable personalities, the Maximals and Predacons were able to be developed super, super well. Now, this would go on to be a lot more standard with, you know, shows like Transformers Animated having a central cast of 5, and while they still had, you know, other characters rotate in and out. But had Beast Wars been hand-drawn, and we kind of saw this with the Japanese exclusive Beast Wars series, Beast Wars Seconds, Beast Wars Neo, and Car Robots, because while those shows also had a central cast of 5 characters, they still had side characters rotating in and out that I can't say they didn't have personalities, but they were definitely more gimmicky characters rather than someone I really was all that invested in, you know? So, yeah, that's interesting about... So, yeah, like just what I was saying, it's like, in a weird way, had Beast Wars not been CG, it wouldn't have had the well-developed characters that it had. So, yeah, in a weird way, despite the fact that it definitely would hold up better if it was hand-drawn, the heart of what made Beast Wars what it is may not have been present. Because, again, anyone who's watched Beast Wars, and I'm sure there were some people, when I said Code of Hero, they instantly, you know, just had, they had a rush of emotions. They knew exactly what I was talking about. Part of the reason why Code of Hero is such a legendary episode amongst Transformers fans, I mean, hell, when Hasbro started doing the Transformers Hall of Fame every year, I don't know if they're still doing that, I doubt it, and they held a poll to see who the fans wanted to vote into the Transformers Hall of Fame. Dinobot from Beast Wars won, overwhelmingly so, beating out a lot of prominent Generation 1 characters because of his legacy. In fact, because of Code of Hero and because of Dinobot in Beast Wars, Dinobot is actually a character that doesn't get revisited that much from Beast Wars because of how well written he was and because of how well Code of Hero concluded his story. That a lot of people are like, yeah, we could include Dinobot, but what's the point? Because even if he's there, he's not going to be... Because, like, so... Dinobot, for those who don't know, had... Basically, from the beginning of the show, the writers knew the story they wanted to tell with him. So, the entire first and second season, more so the second season, because the first season is a lot more episodic than the later two, but they were building up his story arc. And as a result, in season 2, when the character has a full-on existential crisis, it just keeps building and building and building for all 9 episodes, building on top of his existential dread, his confusion about his destiny, about, do I have free will? Do I matter? Do my choices matter? Like, just very, very real, and especially in this day and age, relatable, especially if you live in America, very real feelings of, do I matter? Then we get to Code of Hero, and all of his questions are paid off in a way that was actually, like, unheard of in a kid's show. Like, I want to be clear, like, kid shows did not get as deep as Beast Wars did in Code of Hero before that point.
And that's a
Now, I'm not saying Beast Wars is what ultimately caused kid shows to have more deeper and mature storytelling, but I am going to say you can't convince me that it didn't pave the way for other shows that are arguably better, like Avatar: The Last Airbender. Like, I will say that I think Avatar: The Last Airbender is a better show than Beast Wars. It's just Avatar: The Last Airbender doesn't have that same deep emotional connection to me because, well, I didn't exactly grow up with Avatar. I still experienced when I was young, but I didn't have cable, so I didn't... It wasn't something that I frequently could tune into like I could with Beast Wars. But yeah. For those... But yeah, back to Code of Hero. Like, again, I could talk on, and let's be real, I have talked on and on about how important Code of Heroes is and Dinobot is as a character. But if I just showed you Code of Hero, if I were to be like, okay, guys, I'm gonna pull up YouTube here on my PlayStation 5, and we're gonna live stream a watch party of Code of Hero instead of playing this game, you guys are probably gonna... You guys could still enjoy it, but you're not going to... I didn't grow up with Avatar when Avatar was released. I wasn't even born yet. I get you. I know, Avatar's over 20 years old, but honestly, I still in a lot of ways feel it's the gold standard when it comes to kids shows because of the respect and the good writing and how much it respects its kid audience, you know? I also love Avatar: The Last Airbender, but in a similar way as an adaptation of Monkey: A Journey to the West. It's true. But yeah, we could have like a watch party right here, right now, and just watch Code of Hero. And again, you guys might enjoy it, but you wouldn't quite be like, oh, it was fun. Animation was jank, but that was really good. But it's not going to hit you emotionally because you didn't have the context of the entire show leading up to Dinobot dying at the end of Code of Hero. Because, yeah, Dinobot heroically sacrifices his life in a way that actually was impactful, that didn't... Because, like, when Optimus Prime died in the movie back in the 80s, there were so many angry letters sent to Hasbro. When Dinobot died, there were people coming up to Scott McNeil, the voice actor of Dinobot, saying that death was, like, touching. Like, everyone was like, that just hit me on such an emotional level. Let's see, Avatar is a gold standard. I actually got my cousin to watch it, and we stopped watching for a while, but he generally wants to continue to watch it. So while I didn't watch Avatar growing up, he will. That's good. And, like, another show that I kind of think is a gold standard for kids' entertainment, at least the original Japanese version of it, I mean, the English dub is fine, but it's not as good, is Digimon Tamers. That's the 3rd season of the Digimon anime. Like, the English dub is acceptable, but it's really annoying at times because the characters don't shut up. They insert a lot of unnecessary jokes, and they change, like, they change a lot of things in terms of what's said. But Digimon Tamers is actually very adult for a kid's show, and I don't mean it shows gory or horrific things, although there are definitely some very creepy things for kids, but it's that it treats the kids like it treats the kids with respect with its storytelling.
Are we good to go with the wyverns?
Comes back home after
Yes, I got royal approval. And something incredible happened when I requested an
stuff.
audience for Mila.
What is it?
Good.
When I told them
Avatar,
your
in my
names,
opinion, is
they said His
timeless.
Highness was looking forward
That's
to
why
meeting
I
you,
just
too.
don't see the point of the
Are you
live
all
action
famous
remake,
in
even though I've heard it's
Montreal or
good.
something?
I just don't see the point of it.
I don't think so.
Perhaps word of the tournament has reached His Highness. What a great honor for our clan. Anyway, I need to head back to Shandu to ready the wyverns.
Quite the unexpected welcome.
It's not a trap, is it?
I have a bad
Sorry, just because I was
feeling
talking
about
over
this
it, the
as
king
well.
has actually agreed to
do?
see us.
It beats not
That
getting
was
to
kind of
meet
the
him at
gist
all.
of that conversation.
Keeping secrets from us again?
Of course. I have to maintain my mystique for the ladies.
What does he mean?
They say men with secrets are attractive or something. I'm not exactly the right guy to ask.
Come on.
Yeah, in
Let's
my
go say
experience,
hi to His
honesty and
Highness.
openness are
We really need you to be
much
straight
more
with us.
attractive.
Don't worry.
Women.
I know you've put your trust in me.
It's like mystique in a like mystery and intrigue in a man. It's like that's only attractive at, to my understanding, at a bar
Considering the
when women
size
are
of his
already
cunt-
kind of tipsy. But a man who's always just closed off is very off-putting. It's part of the reason why there's so many asshole
admirable.
alpha male raging that, why don't women like me? It's like because you're behaving like a tool and a prick, and you just expect women to be happy that you treat them like shit. And women actually have self-respect these days. Live action remake is okay. Original Avatar is obviously always way better, but still, it's cool to see that it does change some things, which are kind of cool, but some things are odd. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind, like, when a remake change is made, you kind of do need to change some things, otherwise, what's the point of remaking it? But the changes need to be for a reason. And unfortunately, I'm going to say that because of how fluid the animation and action in Avatar is, any live action show is always going to feel like a slower, less fluid version by default. It's kind of a similar problem that the Aladdin movie had in the one jump scene at the beginning of the movie. In the original animated Aladdin, the one jump song is so fast-paced and keeps the energy high because it's animation. You can control every frame. But because you have to deal with humans and choreography, the number is much slower.
We were told the king wished an audience with us.
Is one of you Lady Mila?
That's me.
Very well. Please proceed.
But you also, if you're going to make a change, it has to make sense, because like the Lion King remake's a prime example, and the Beauty and the Beast remake's a prime example.
We might leave it here.
You sure? It's okay.
I'll hold that for you.
Now, let us meet this king.
Because most of the changes made in those, they're basically shot-for-shot remakes
What are you doing
in some
here?
ways, which makes them even more pointless to be remade.
I am Zhao the Immovable of the Chimeriad.
The
Sorry,
Chimeriad?
I'll
Four
continue after
warriors
this
in
conversation.
personal service to the king. To think Zhao was a member all along.
Live action remake is okay. Oh wait, no. Now we have technically seen him from behind before, but everyone meet Gaius. Zuko's crew in live action has been supposed to be sent to die by the war. Oh, that's a fun
It is a great
change.
honor to meet you, former Chief of Staff Ilbert.
Ah, and you are the ebon wing of Azul. Wingle the Nova.
You must be the king of Azul.
Yeah, that's actually a good change,
My
Muffin.
name is Gaius, King of Azul. Welcome, Maxwell.
Yeah, that's what you do in a remake.
have
You make
requested
things.
an audience with the king, have
Yeah.
you not? Now please state your business.
Boosters made in your country have already fallen into Rashigal hands. If a war were to break out between your nations, then the results would be catastrophic for everyone.
Oh. And you came all the way here just to tell me that in person?
Yes, Your Highness.
We're planning to destroy one of Rashigal's weapons, a really big one at that. Once that thing's gone, we know that Rashigal's king wouldn't dare declare war on you. In fact, we hope that you might, help us?
Is there anything else?
Yes, there is one other matter we'd like to discuss. It is in regards to the booster laboratory within the Royal Hunting Grounds.
Let's see. Now Hatch plus Will Smith's
Is
nowhere
it
near
true you
the
once
arc we
abducted
used to be,
orphans
to be
for this
honest.
facility And then you
Given
performed
he
experiments
plays
on
the
these
legendary
children?
Robin Williams with entirely different energy. It was too trying for me to enjoy. Oh,
Well,
absolutely.
I didn't see that one coming. What does any of this have to do with you, Spirit?
I am Maxwell. It is my duty to protect both humans and spirits alike.
Really? Spirits protecting humans? Now that is quite an interesting tale.
You forsook your duty as king, and then you toyed with the lives of your own people, didn't you?
The laboratory is entirely my responsibility. It was a haven for those children. They would have died without it. You imagine it as a mad scientist's lab, but I assure you the experiments were entirely humane.
That's something
expect us to
every
take
mad
your word for
scientist
this?
says.
But I was...
This girl, she was that test subject?
Yes, she was.
Even in Hamil, Elise was forced to live in a tiny room. Don't you consider that
Cruel?
well, yes.
Tell me something, boy. Have you ever considered what it takes to achieve happiness?
To achieve happiness?
Yes, to try and live a satisfying life. How do you think one can achieve that? Do you even know?
Well,
It takes freedom to make your own decisions, and to form your own beliefs.
exactly. It takes freedom.
Well, I disagree. When a man loses his way in life, the ground beneath him starts to slowly crumble until there is nothing left.
Anyway,
What do you mean?
it's really cool. It's
Nothing
just
left.
older than his body. I
A
mean,
man
you're not wrong.
who cannot find his way becomes trapped. The more he struggles, the deeper he sinks into uncertainty. True happiness comes from following a noble path across an entire lifetime without getting lost. My country does not produce failures. It is the king's duty to show his people the proper path. I must keep them from becoming completely trapped. Now, let me tell you in no uncertain terms why I've called you here. Maxwell, I know you stole the key from the laboratory in Rashagal. Now hand it over immediately.
No, I won't. The key was not meant for human hands. When faced with the power that can destroy the entire world, no human can control him or herself.
It seems as though you haven't heard a thing that I just said, Spirit.
Something about royal guidance and noble paths. I've heard it before. You humans never change. I've watched you for 2,000 years.
All right. Then why don't you just tell us where the key is?
What?
Alvin. What are you doing?
So this is technically betrayal number 3 from Alvin.
Sorry, guys. I'm just doing my job.
And this is
Alvin,
officially where I
Who did Maxwell
lose
entrust the key to?
all patience with Alvin.
The handmaid Ivor. He's probably sulking back in Nia Kara as we speak.
Al, what are you doing here?
Oh, I hate her design so much.
Pressa. Long time no see.
Pressa, what is it?
Ignore them. Give your report.
The Rashigal army has invaded Hamil.
What did you say?
I'm afraid the casualties are high. Those not killed were captured. They were then sent to Rashigal. We also
Looking
found
some note
evidence
again.
that the power of a great spirit was used upon the village.
A great spirit. But no one has successfully summoned the 4 great spirits for 2 decades.
Impossible. I would have known if the 4 great spirits had been released. Could it be the Lance of Kresnik? Is it possible that Nautical has made a new key?
If that's the case, then we're declaring war. Send word to all the clans. I am going to crush anyone who dares to harm my people!
Well then, we will no longer have any need for the likes of you.
Even to be flexible.
But
No.
if His Highness were to have the Spirit Maxwell as his captive, even the unruly clans would be forced to bend their knees.
Miss Elise.
Tipo, no! Well, don't just stand there! Come on, run!
Capture Maxwell. Recover the test subject.
Okay. Alright. Let's see. Owl says what annoyed me the most was the live-action remake is they removed the music from the animated versions for a while. I agree. Because the original animated one, it was more pity to... Owl and I were talking about the Disney remakes, and Muffin and I were talking about the Avatar remake, for those who just joined us. Let's see. Yeah, because in the original animated one, it was more pity to Zuko that made them listen to him more, but in the live action, it was genuine respect. They were alive because of him, because he wasn't heartless. Yeah, that's a nice change. Good luck reading chat. Anyway, the king guy looks really cool. His voice feels older than his body. I agree. I'm not the biggest fan of Gaius's voice. When I see him, I don't mind the deep voice, but I feel like the Steve Blum deep voice for like his Toonami robot is more what I'd expect out of him. But like Gaius's voice, I feel is a little too deep for his design. That outfit does not look comfortable, no. So honestly, Gaius, in my opinion, is one of the better aspects of this
You
game.
knew that we'd have to escape.
Yeah.
So that's why you left Tipo with the guard.
Yes, I knew that it would end up being Mila who treated with King Gaius. And when Mila fully expresses herself, well, I figured something would happen.
I see why you were cautious.
Yep, just as predicted. Oh, I know what that's called. That means Mila's a troublemaker. Yo, Mila! Did you hear the whole thing?
I can't deny the truth of your words, but there is one thing I'd like to add. By that definition, wouldn't Tipo be a troublemaker as well?
Well,
I guess that's...
What? You're not gonna defend me?
Because it's true. So I mentioned in my tale... Oh, Tipo's always... Well, maybe not sleepy. But I mentioned a couple times in my Tales of Vesperia live stream that I felt like the next couple Tales games were apologies for all of the things that Vesperia botched with its bad storytelling and bad characterization. And one of them, in my opinion, is keep their nap and snacks. Oh, sure. We'll get right on that, Muffin. And one of those elements, in my opinion, is Gaius in a lot of ways feels like Duke from Vesperia, but not total shit.
The only way?
Because, again, some spoilers, but this game's 14 years old, so I don't care. I do apologize if you guys... But, Gaius, like Duke, is the final boss of this game. But like Duke, he is not the main villain of his game.
So, Alvin really was a big fat liar.
Yes, unfortunately. And that's the reason why I can't stand Alvin too much as a character, even though he has a lot of good bits.
Stupid traitor, let me at him! Why would he betray us like that?
Because he's already done it twice already.
How could he do this to us?
No, the better question is, how could you trust him
Better not
again
show
after
his face
this?
around us again.
It's like, again, I don't inherently mind a blatant traitor character, but I mind it when circumstance demands that we put up with him again, you know?
It won't open.
Because it makes the main characters look stupid.
If we can reactivate the 5 control stones, we may be able to unlock the gate. Pour your mana into the stones until they glow red.
Just like at Fort Gandala.
The gate will not unlock, however, unless we all activate the stones at roughly the same time.
Wait, I've never done anything like this before.
Don't worry. Just use your mana as you would when casting an art.
There's no time. We've only one chance.
It's like
Let us
Wash
begin.
in Firefly, because your sudden and inevitable curses, your sudden and inevitable betrayal. That is a fantastic comparison, Owl. That is.
Uh-oh.
Oh man, that line lives rent free in my head.
Done.
Already?
I'm finished too.
Same here.
I did it. Come on, come on. I'm so sick of holding everyone back. Why? Why can't I do it? Mila,
Leia, relax.
I'm not good enough for this.
Quit thinking you're inferior to anyone here.
Thanks.
You can do this.
If you doubt your
Continue.
powers, you give powers to your doubts.
Okay.
God, I've heard that people have the theory that Shadow is Silver's father. You know,
Hurry up, you two.
given the time gap, I could 100% believe that Shadow is related to Silver since he is from the future. And given that, you know, a lot of people are believing yes, it's a fan theory, and fan theories are not always true, that Sonic is Ace, it's way more likely that Shadow would have kids than Sonic. Oh, I hate your design so much.
If you've been Gaius' henchwoman all along, then you've been after us ever since we escaped Fenmont.
Al sold you out to His Highness way back in Nia Khera.
He was on your side the whole time.
Hardly.
Kids TV
That
program,
man's no
it's Fraggle
ally.
Rock. This doesn't talk down to kids. Isn't preachy.
I'll leave
but
our relationship to your imagination. All I'll say is this:
be.
Al drifts from one group to the next.
Are
like
we
a ship
talking the
without a
original
compass.
Fraggle Rock
Trying
or
to
the
plot his course is
remake of
impossible.
Fraggle Rock that
Serves
came
you
out a
right
few
for
years
trusting
ago?
him.
It's
I'm
obvious
just,
that the Lance
I've never
President
actually seen
is the
either,
greatest
even though I am
detective war breaks
familiar.
out. Surely Maxwell realizes this.
Your territorial
Because
squabbles
I'm
are of no interest to me.
familiar-ish with
My
them,
only concern
but I've
is
never
keeping that
seen
thing
either
out of
one of
human
them.
hands and preventing a miserable end for us all.
So high and mighty. It's time someone broke your arrogance.
Those kids changed a few things. Okay, good to know.
Enough! You didn't become a veteran of countless battles through meaningless bloodshed. As
But
though
yeah,
you've
I have
gotten
heard
the better of you.
that Fraggle
Don't
Rock
lecture me on
doesn't
age,
talk down to
Dilbert.
its...
Your
I mean,
ways are
none of the
old.
Jim Henson
Therefore,
shows
you
that he was
falter.
alive for talked down to its audience, but...
And then you flee.
Oh no, he's going Super Saiyan!
What just happened?
A sudden burst of mana.
He has a booster.
Why? Who are you?
I don't know why him using his booster causes him to speak. Yeah, I don't know why him using a booster causes him to speak a different language.
I warn you, he's quite strong.
But
like
yeah,
this.
most of the shows that Jim Henson was alive for,
You'll understand soon enough.
he
Once
always
we're all
made
finished
sure
with
to never talk down to his audience. I mean, certainly, you know, some of his shows more than other were much more, you know, kid-friendly, but he always made sure they were still appropriate and respectful to his audience. I mean, I remember those Shadow Amy videos you sent me. So yeah, Shadow, his father's believable. Sonic's definitely more of an uncle than anything. And yeah, honestly, there are... I think part of the problem boils down to the fact, especially when it comes to like Sonic shipping, is Sonic in the games has always had more, or heck, even in things like Sonic X, has always had a much more lackadaisical, non-committal attitude because he's meant to represent, you know, the freedom of the win, quote unquote. I'm quoting someone else here. But unfortunately, the Archie comics were also a backbone of the Sonic franchise for so long. I forgot to put Elise back in the party. That would explain why we're having... Yeah, because we don't have our main healer in our party at the moment. Oops. Oh well, we've got both. We've got Leia. She is like the second best healer, and Jude has some healing ability, so I think we'll be okay. But what was I saying for the shot? But yeah, it was the games always. Kind of felt Sonic was meant to be a little more ace in his behavior, but it was because of the Archie comics that this idea that Sonic, you know, was a flirt, you know, loved women or whatever, got pushed because so much of the comics run was written by creepy-ass Ken Penders. And if you guys don't know who Ken Penders is, either A, consider yourself lucky, or B, I'd recommend watching Comic Drake's video on the guy, because it's not the most in-depth video on Comic Drake, on Ken Penders, but honestly, that might be a good thing, because it lets you know just enough to know how much of a problem he is, without actually learning more of the yuck that he's responsible for. Let's see. My flat says it's 15.5C, but it feels like an OC. Oh, I am now dead. Oh wait, right. Leia can use Resurrect now. I didn't need to.
One. Igneous Crush. Final Gale. Ruination Phase. Lightning Strike. Dragon Mare Crush. Gather forth the light. Final Energize.
But yeah, like I said, we already just kind of saw it with, you know, Alvin just blatantly betraying us to Gaius and his crew. But yeah, if I remember correctly, Alvin betrays us 2 more times in this game, bringing the total number of betrayals that he does somewhat blatantly up to 5, if I remember correctly. So, like I said, the reason why Alvin's one of my least favorite Tales characters is not because I don't like the Traitor character. I think the Traitor character does and can result in really great drama and really great dramatic moments in the game. It's just they overdo it with Alvin to the point that it just makes Jude look stupid because of just how much he continues to keep trusting Alvin. Because at least, like, yes, Zelos from Tales of Symphonia is arguably pretty similar. Like, he is working for, like, multiple bad guys throughout the game, is selling the party out kind of constantly, but Lloyd as a character does, I mean, but like any of the indications that Zelos is doing that is almost exclusively revealed to the players, not to the cast. I mean, outside of, there are several moments when it's like, okay, clearly Zelos was setting us up here and he's just playing dumb. But you know what? It's still a game for younger audiences, and Lloyd is only 15 in Tales of Symphonia, so he is still young.
His hair completely changed. And his speech, too.
But Zelos only blatantly and brazenly betrays the party once, and it's right before he openly admits, right before he then betrays the bad guys and helps the party out in a major way, you know? And, yeah. So,
what now?
Like I said, my problem with Alvin is not that he betrays constantly, it's that the players...
Still want to play, do you?
It's that, you know,
Wait.
Jude
Don't
actively
try to stop me.
knows
No, look.
they're betraying them.
I suppose our time is up.
Running away again, Ilbert? It's because you ran last time that King Noctigal ended up the way he did.
Level up time! Huh. Alright, Knight's Crest, increase critical hit rate. Alright. Oh. Alright, new art. New art, new art! Cyclone Surge. Oh, interesting. I think Elise is the first one who doesn't have a new art in this outer ring. Huh, that's fine. Okay, we'll just... Cyclone Surge. Sweep foes. And then lifts them high. Okay. Let's... Yeah, Cerberus Strike. I don't think I'm going to keep Cerberus Strike there over... Or Cyclone Surge there over Cerberus Strike. Just because Cerberus Strike combos with so many people. It's just more... It sounds like an up move. So that just... Alright. Yeah? Yeah? Just, yeah. Oh, who does that combo with? Hold on, I'm gonna leave it there for a moment. Oh, it does combo with Mila. Never mind, I'm keeping that there. But I do want to put Cerberus Strike back on, because it is still a good... I do still rather like... Okay, I'm going to put Cerberus Strike here, because I like Rising Falcon, but so far it only combos with Alvin, and I never really use Alvin.
Not yet.
Wait, is that all Whirlwind Snap does? I'm getting rid of that. That one's kind of lame. I know. Putting Rising Falcon on the down one is kind of funny. But yeah, having access to another... Having another elemental attack, you know, quick at access, I do think is going to... might be more useful as a whole.
Well played.
I will fulfill my mission, no matter what happens.
I'm right there with you.
Oh, wait, before I forget, because I mean, I'm gonna forget because I already forgot. No. There we go.
Hey Jude, looks like you got a new martial art. Don't get too down on yourself when you whiff with it, okay?
Thanks for
Right, we gotta get back to Hamil. It's under attack.
Is it true Hamil was attacked?
Which one was
I'm
Hamil
surprised
again?
that you would care. The people
Oh,
of
right.
that village
Hamil's the
treated you
village
horribly.
that Elise was being held captive
We were
in.
bullied a lot. But there was a man who gave us fruit, and a woman who put a blanket over me so I wouldn't get cold. They didn't deserve to have horrible things happen to them.
I see.
And having a great spirit running wild would be so scary.
Yep.
It was the Rashagal army that attacked, right? Why would they do that?
Because
I
they're
don't know.
dicks.
It seems we'll have to head to Rashagal to find out. And more importantly, to ensure the tragedy of Hamil is not repeated.
Yes.
Can we fast travel? We can fast travel to here, so let's do it.
Careful. Word of our altercation in the capital may have preceded us.
How was your audience with the king?
I'm sorry, we'll have to talk later. Can we depart right away?
Well, I guess that's possible. You in some kind of hurry?
Yeah! The king's men are hot on her!
No need to rush off.
Alvin?
They're on a wild goose chase in the mountains right about now.
You threw them off our scent? Is this some kind of peace offering?
What? It's only natural I helped you. We're friends, aren't we?
Seriously?
Come on, you don't believe me? I know you've put your trust in me before. Would it kill you to give me another shot?
That's exactly what abusers would say.
I guess not.
Attaboy.
Seriously.
Welcome back. I'm glad that you're safe.
Seriously.
Thanks. You almost sound sincere.
If nothing else, it seems that Alvin has bought us some time.
I'd ask what's going on, but I don't think I want to know. You people sure have a lot of drama in your lives.
Look,
I'll be in front of the Wyverns.
I understand
Come
from a
see me when you're
game
ready to fly.
mechanics standpoint, they don't want to deprive us of a member for a long period of time, but this is beyond obnoxious narratively. Like, I really can't stomach this hand waving of Alvin's actions. Like, it bugs
Saddle
me
up as soon as we're ready.
a lot.
Right.
Because it, like I've said several times at this point, it really makes the main characters look dumb. And it's annoying.
Did you introduce this Carla person to Rowan?
Yeah, I did.
Well, your acquaintances are my acquaintances. Hook a girl up.
Here she goes. Fine, fine. Let's head to Shandu.
It's kind of a similar thing. So,
All right, we finally got some heart herb.
oh, we did?
It should definitely help out with Mila's pain.
Yeah, let's hurry on back.
I didn't realize we had done that. That's what I'm looking for. It's kind of an issue I have with
I am beat.
with Mortal Kombat bringing constantly bringing characters back from the dead, because, like, honestly, I kind of respect what Mortal Kombat 9 and 10 did with the character deaths. But then come Mortal Kombat 11 and more timey-wimey shenanigans bringing people back from the dead. Like, please just commit to the ideas you've done. And someone asked me, it's like, well, but if your favorite character was Melina and she was killed, wouldn't you want her brought back so you could play as her again? I'm like, of course, in multiplayer. So just have her available in the multiplayer, but let her stay dead. Let the franchise actually move forward rather than rebooting every other game. Because I didn't really play any of the, what's it called? My first Mortal, I mean, okay, I played the original Mortal Kombat with a friend at their house on the Genesis, and then I played it a bit in the arcade, but my only real experience with Mortal Kombat didn't start until I played Mortal Kombat 11 after Abby and I got married. And that's what really got me into Mortal Kombat as a whole. And I've got Mortal Kombat 1. Oh, that's right. I need to finish playing that. Get over here. Absolutely, yeah. Because, like, I've played Mortal Kombat 9, 10, 11, and I have Mortal Kombat 1. And I am in the middle of playing it, and I need to get back to it. I just forgot I was supposed to be playing it when I started a different game in Fatality, indeed. Hey, Dispenser. But I don't like the fact that it feels like now every single Mortal Kombat game, or at least every other one, is a reboot. Because the original Mortal Kombat series was one continuous continuity. And yes, I know that I don't think it was until Mortal Kombat Deception, which I think was maybe the 7th or 8th Mortal Kombat game, that really, really actually had a dedicated story, not counting Mythologies, because Mythologies is not a traditional Mortal Kombat game, or also not counting Shaolin Monks or Special Forces, because those are also not traditional fighting games. But it just bugs me that now they're like, well, rather than just have a continuously building story and build upon ideas or blah, 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 yada, 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 et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, it's now like, let's hit the reset button.
Are you okay? You look pale.
I'm fine.
So
I
the reason I run Goofy is because one of the things, so this is a remaster of a 14-year-old game. And one of the things this remaster did in order to make things more convenient for the players was it added in a number of things to make the game a little smoother for older returning players or even new players. And one of the things it added was an item that increases my run speed. But because that item was not in the game originally, because like they've kept all the original animations, they've just enhanced them. But because the run animation was never meant to be that fast, the end result is that they basically just had to speed up the old running animation, so it now looks like we're running in fast forward extensively. That's why it looks so goofy.
Hold up.
Still having doubts about me, huh? It looks like you're not the only one.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but everyone should be having doubts about you.
And I went off by myself?
Yeah, you did that a lot.
And Jude was the only one there?
That's the one. I was off meeting with Wingle.
So you had a secret arrangement with them to hand Mila over.
How could you? Stabbing Mila and Jude in the back like that?
Seriously.
Yeah, I was working a few different angles back then. But this time I was just using that to our advantage. You know, the only reason we were given permission to use the Wyverns is because I arranged that with them ahead of time.
Wait, so when you betrayed us in front of Gaius...
Yep. If I hadn't pretended to betray you there, they never would have let us ride the Wyverns.
Again, that's a fantastic story and all, but you've still been constantly betraying us.
But I can't. Not yet.
That reminds me. That Pressa woman we met at Kijara Sea Falls. It seemed like you already knew her.
What do you want to know?
Who is she? Really? How can we trust you if you keep hiding information from us?
Seriously.
Hey, all right, calm down.
Because I'm a bunny guy, so the rabbit ears are an accessory I picked up. The answer is, I think it looks funny.
I met her when I was working for Rashagal's intelligence service. At the time, she was an Arjul secret agent working undercover in Fenmont.
And?
After that, we became more personally involved. You probably don't want to know the specifics.
Okay, I believe you. But I still don't trust you.
You're so cute when you're upset.
Stop that. I'm still angry at you.
All right, all right.
Alvin, can I ask you one last thing?
Of course.
Tell us why you're helping us. What's in it for you?
You're asking that now? Because I love the
I just want to say that the sound mixing in this town, in this cutscene in particular, is not great. And I think it's just because
how could you even think that?
This town's music is a bit too bombastic, or it wasn't properly, the music wasn't properly turned down. Again, it's not terrible, but it is noticeable. Oh, right, because Alvin's back in the party. He would have... Nope. So let's level him up. But yeah, it's just black bunny ears. There's just, again, I just thought it looked funny. That's pretty funny too. Actually, I haven't really looked at... Oh boy. Maybe I should say it looked funny, but it also didn't get in the way of their face, if you know what I mean. for the most part, it's like I don't want, because like some of these accessories obscure, because like I like these giving Jude glasses. It kind of fits his aesthetic as, you know, a doctor or a med student or whatever. But some of these things like that, if you can't see their eyes, you do, because like this game, or these sunglasses in particular, because it's like, yeah, I gave Alvin aviators because I feel it kind of fits him all right, but I don't really want to give him too much because I'm worried that, no, that's not right. What am I? But I don't want to, like, give him... Oh, when did I get that? The Monkey King's headband. I don't know when I got that, but cool. Because, yes, this is funny, but I want to still be able to see their eyes. Because if you can't, you miss out on something. Because this game is animated very well. And I want to make sure that we still get the full experience from these great animations and from their emotions, you know? Oh, it's on his arm. Let's see, where is... I'm pretty sure Jude's had a pair of glasses. I could be absolutely wrong about that. No, here we go. There's Jude's glasses. Because, yeah, that actually looks kind of good. So, you can wear that. That's kind of funny. I might keep that on. Oh, that looks so weird, especially with the horns. Oh yeah, I forgot I did throw the cowlick on before I put the hat on, so I guess it has been stabbing through her hat this whole time. That fits, especially with that hat on, so yeah, I'm gonna at least keep that. Oh, actually, she should wear the Monkey King headband. There we go, I like that. Yeah, I didn't think there was going to be. There's not... She definitely has one of the better Christmas outfits, that's for sure. Yeah, there aren't a lot of... The second costumes in this game are not amazing. Is there a difference? I don't think there's a difference. No, I can tell the difference there. It's got more. Oh. That actually looks really good. Done up like that. Actually, you know what? That's kind of amazing. You know, that's on the wrong side. I mean, first of all, if Yuri carries his sword, not, yeah, Yuri carries his sword. He doesn't have it word on his hip. And, what's what I'm looking for? And Yuri's left-handed, so that's on the complete wrong side. This should be the heart herb thing.
I've become much more used to the asperixis now.
But I'm assuming it still hurts.
That's what I've gotten used to.
Hey, Jude was so worried about you that he went and found you a heart herb.
What's that?
It's an extremely rare herb with potent healing abilities. When used during aromatherapy, its effects are second to none.
You went to all that trouble for me?
It was nothing. Here, let's try it out.
That smells amazing.
I feel so much calmer.
How is it? Do you feel any better?
Yes, I can feel the tension melting away.
Mila?
I can't stop hiccuping.
Oh no! You caught my acute hiccup disorder?
I kinda doubt that. She's probably just allergic to the hard herb aroma.
If it was an allergy, wouldn't she be sneezing?
Perhaps this is some unique aspect of Mila's anatomy?
I'm sorry. I'll put it out right away.
This is fun. I've never had hiccups like this before. It makes me forget all about my pain. Thank you, everyone.
No problem.
So, now what?
As long as Mila's happy, I say we can move right along.
After all, there's no better medicine than laughter.
Exactly.
Well, I wasn't expecting that to be the conclusion of that, you know, side quest.
So what do you think of my new look?
I have to admit, it works well.
Oh, hello, Jude. Good to see you again. Hi, I'm Carla Outway.
I'm Leia Rolanda.
Hey, I recognize you. I've seen you here in the city.
Name's Alvin. I do get around. It's possible you've seen me. What about yourself? You must be from out of town if you're staying at the inn.
That's right. I'm from Cambalar. I haven't been home in a long...
Oh, we've been there. Not the most pleasant of trips.
I'm sorry to hear that. Were you able to meet with King Gaius?
We did. He's a stern man, but clearly very dedicated to his people.
Kind of amazing, yeah, but super scary. Why can't he...
King Gaius didn't always used to be that way. Do you know about the Battle of Fezabel?
Well...
It was a battle fought on the Fezabel outback 20 years ago between Rashagal and Azul. The battle only ended due to a giant tsunami. No one's sure why it appeared when it did. It ended up causing dramatic changes to the region's spirit climb. That's how it became Fezabel Marsh, with all its twisted marsh flows.
Oh, right. That Battle of Fezabel. Yup, it's all coming back to me.
Wow, you actually remember? I'm kind of shocked.
You don't need to be embarrassed if you don't know. It's never too late to learn.
Oh, Carla, you're so nice. You could learn a lot from her, Jude.
Uh-huh.
During that battle, Gaius led a battalion of Longdao soldiers, even though he was a member of a different tribe himself. At just 20 years old, he led his troops to victory against an entire regiment of the Rashagal army. He was also the first to sense the oncoming arrival of the giant tsunami. He advised the Longdao chief to retreat, but the chief couldn't bring himself to give the order. The tsunami ended up swallowing both armies and wiped out Gaius's entire battalion.
So that's how he became the ornery fellow we all know and love. Gotta hand it to him, though. It is true that most folk want a strong leader to guide them. And he's certainly won the trust of his people.
Gosh, Carla, you really do know all about history.
Well, at least when it comes to King Gaius.
Is there a reason for that?
There just might be. See you later, everyone.
What do you think she meant by that?
I wonder.
Plenty of heat between Carla and Gaius, huh?
You make it sound so illicit.
And poor, sweet Jude's left out in the cold.
Come on, you know that's not why I'm looking for Carla.
Bet she's waiting in Shandu.
You think I don't know that?
Okay, to the arena.
I'm surprised to see you here. What can I do for you today?
Carla, if you don't mind us asking, what's your relation to King Gaius?
Now, I sure wasn't expecting that.
Come on, I bet it's a great story.
I appreciate your interest, but I get the sense that Jude isn't asking out of idle curiosity. Around the time of the Battle of Fezabel, I was betrothed to a man from the Longdao tribe. It was an arranged marriage, but nevertheless, we fell in love with each other at first sight. Naturally, my betrothed had to go to war with the rest of his tribe, but he never came back.
Because of the tsunami?
No.
It wasn't Gaius, was it?
My betrothed was one of the Longdao chief's aides. He wanted to make a name for himself before we got married. He must have thought that's what I wanted. So when Gaius told the Longdao chief about the incoming tsunami, My betrothed told the chief that Gaius was out of his mind, and swore that a retreat wouldn't be necessary.
And Gaius went after him for that?
The few people who survived the tsunami said that my betrothed was still alive after it had passed, and that Gaius was with him.
I can't believe it.
All I know for sure is that he never came back. They never even found his body. I don't know for sure if Gaius did something to him. When I asked the king about it, he refused to answer. After the battle, my father died from an illness, and I never saw my brother Ersten again. I've been alone ever since.
After all that, you'd be nuts not to hate the guy.
Come on, Alvin.
And I bet your hatred for King Gaius is pretty much the only thing keeping you going at this point.
You may be right about that.
I'm sorry.
Now, it's time for me to leave Shandu for a while.
Where are you going?
Somewhere in Azul. See you all around.
Everyone's gone.
And now more of my memories are gone with them.
But they weren't very good memories, were they?
No, but they're still better than having nothing at all.
Which is fair.
Hey, come on. The fruit trees are still here. I don't have memories of fruit.
I do. I remember having fruit curry.
Oh yeah, the mayor always put apples in it. It was her, although it was a little. Hey, wait a minute. Tipo can talk about things that Elise isn't even I guess so. Then maybe Tipo can help you Didn't you say Shandu looked familiar? If we use Tipo there, maybe
That's very perceptive.
If this works, Elise may even be able to learn something about her parent.
that would be great.
That's a really smart idea. Especially.
Why, Hey!
Well, it's good to see Elise excited again.
In Leia's case, I think that was probably half inspiration and half blind luck.
something wrong? Aren't you gonna go inside?
Looks like somebody's lost his nerve.
It's not any easier with...
Jude, you're here! Hey, what did I tell you about yelling here? But they told me to run and get the dog. They meant Dr. Mathis, but you're a doctor too. You can handle it, right?
Handle what exactly?
Come on, hurry up!
Maybe we should go see what happened.
Jude,
What happened?
our patient was just brought here. They said she abruptly collapsed. She's in serious condition, but we'll have to wait for your father to examine her.
Is he on a house call?
Yes, at the edge of town. It'll be a while before he gets back.
I'll take a look. I think her mana lobe is hardening. She'll die if we don't do something.
Then what are we waiting for?
There's too many possible causes for it. She needs to be examined at a real hospital. Dad?
Her mana lobe is hardening from anomalous spirit activity. Ellen, get me the Mustar and the Mika.
Right away.
But Dad, if it turns out not to be a spirit anomaly, that medicine would only make it worse.
Help me or get out of the way.
But...
The patient is regaining consciousness. She should be fine now.
Thank goodness.
Your judgment was flawless.
That's my job.
But if you had made the wrong diagnosis, she wouldn't have survived.
Of course. I take full
Because that's what a doctor has to do?
No. Because it's what an adult has to do.
An adult has to do. Quite frankly, going back to like the discussion that that I was having with you guys at the beginning of this stream, this type of attitude is why the stigma behind this idea that you have to keep yes, you fled a country, and now you'll move into a town that was just ravaged by war. But it's like we need to stop acting like just because someone is like biologically related to you, you need to, you know, always keep them in your life, because quite frankly, Jude's dad's a piece of shit. And Jude should have cut him out of his life a long time ago. And I genuinely do not care that Jude, you know, that he's his dad. And yes, I know it's Japan in particular does still very much have no family is. How'd I miss that? Huh. Yeah, I don't know how I missed that. So, real quick, because I mentioned earlier that Gaius kind of feels like he was Duke done right. It's like an apology for Vesperia. To quickly give Vesperia some credit. What's what I'm looking for? Alexei. Noctigal in this game is kind of like the Alexei of this game. Whereas, you know, someone who's kind of being set up as the actual main antagonist, but then isn't. And I do have to give credit. Alexei is a much better character for that. To be perfectly frank, I'm not gonna lie. When Tales of Xillia 2 came out, and a big element of that game was, so like, Tales of Xillia 2 deals with alternate realities and something of a multiverse in a sense. I feel that they did that mostly so they could reuse character models, so that, you know, they could bring back villains and other characters who died and then quickly play out what-if scenarios. It's interesting, but it's also... I feel at times it is a little half-baked. Why do you have an exclamation point over your head? I forget if this was a thing that was established. Either way, we're killing it. And unfortunately, but yeah, so when I played Tales of Xillia 2 for the first time and I encountered Noctigal again in one of these parallel realities, I'm like, who is that? I don't remember this character. So honestly, despite the fact that Noctigal basically serves as the primary antagonist for, like, I think the first half of this game, he left no lasting impact on me. So again, to give Tales of Vesperia some credit, because as much as I don't like that game, I was able to concede that it did a lot of good stuff, and Alexei is one of them. It's just where it went wrong was Alexei should have been the main villain, because he overshadowed Duke so thoroughly, or the final. She should have been the final antagonist, the main villain and the final antagonist. That's what. But yeah, that's kind of where I am on that. This video is so freaking fucking funny. Oh, thank you. I appreciate. I'm assuming you're talking about me, but if you're talking about something else, then please share the funnies.
Well, here we are at Shandu. Do you remember anything? When you ask it like that,
it's way too much pressure.
Don't feel like you need to force it, at least.
This link, okay. A bird. I remember. That bird's name is Cornelius.
Maybe he has some connection to Tipo.
That's possible, although his booster seems to be a different type. Do you know anything about him, Elise?
Only that Wingull scares me.
Wait a minute. I think I know him.
You do?
Yeah, he's Son Goku. So
I've got it.
Christmas is
Wingull was in the laboratory.
Top his own's nice.
I don't remember him being there.
He used to be way thinner. He was the guy who was always in pain from the prototype's side effects or something.
You mean test subject number 1?
Sounds like we're getting somewhere.
Wingull must have volunteered to be a booster test subject.
The people at the laboratory said they could have never made Tipo without him. Could that mean that Wingull is
my father?
Wingull said that the experiments had
Tipo.
been humane. But can we really trust him?
I'm
If
your
nothing else,
father.
at least we know the experiments had a purpose beyond mere cruelty.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna assume this one's now. bleep, peep, poop, bleep, bloop. Okay, yeah. There is... Excuse me. It's probably just cheaper to go here. Or not cheaper, quicker. There we go. Hi, Wyverns.
Are you ready to head for Fenmon? You can't possibly land right in Rashigol's capital. You'll probably
can't
have
tell
to
me
touch
what I
down on a
can't
high
do.
road nearby, or find some other suitable spot.
You're not my dad!
This is quite difficult.
Try to steer better, please! Help! I think I'm gonna fall!
Tivo, shut it!
Are we there yet?
No, not yet.
I do find it funny that, like, so unlike other Tales games that treats, like, the first time we get, like, our air machines or whatever is, like, magical. I love that everyone's just freaking out by this Wyvern ride. Because we don't get an air machine in this game, unlike other games, because, well, we can fast travel pretty much from the get-go once we get the world map, so... And there technically isn't a world.
It's amazing.
There isn't an overworld to explore.
It's so pretty.
Like past games, which I am a little disappointed about.
Sparkly.
But I could also understand them trying to be like, the airship thing is a very, very, very overused trope in older RPGs, so...
What the hell is that?
It's so huge!
A monster!
Everyone, die!
Yeah, you're going to be so upset that we got one of his wyverns injured. If not outright killed.
Watch out!
Okay, that thing was much bigger in the animation.
Are you okay?
No time to chat now, kid.
You'll pay for what you did.
This is our home turf. We can't lose.
Stay on guard. We're fending against the ruler of the skies. This will not be easy.
Let's go.
Please
Tornado blade.
open the covenant of darkness. Gather the spirit's strength.
Ruination phase.
Open the covenant of darkness.
Aerial fire. Attack. Try water. Let's go. Roger. Ruination phase.
Energize. Pixie circle.
One. Roger.
Pixie circle.
Ruination phase.
Please keep away. Open the covenant of darkness.
Oh, sorry.
Take care.
Condemnation.
Let's go. Roger. Aerial fire. Fall. 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 Fall.
Away.
Home strike! Strike! Now! Strike! Now!
Don't worry. Energize. Circle.
What happened?
How careless.
Let's go!
Roger.
Great.
Aqua protection.
Now! Let's go!
Roger. Ruination fangs.
Right on point.
Final dance. Tornado blade.
Hey, looky here.
Lightning strike. Judgment gate.
I'll help. Don't worry. Energize.
Aqua protection.
Energize. Pixie circle.
Demon Fist! One!
Roger. Final dance.
Now!
Attack. Go. Turn to blade.
Roger.
Fastness.
Ruination
Embrace fortitude. Barrier.
Flames come forth.
Open the covenant of darkness. Gather the spirit strength.
Focus. Aqua protection.
Let's go.
Roger. Aerial fire.
Let's go!
Roger.
Ruination fangs. Sharing is caring. Embrace fortitude.
Waves come
Barrier.
forth.
Let's go!
Roger. Final dance.
I'm ready.
Ruination fangs.
I'm here.
Tornado blade.
Go, Tipo. Sharing is caring.
Aerial fire.
Go. Please keep them away.
Lightning strike.
Covenant of darkness. Ignite care. Energize. Energize.
I can still fight!
Energize. Energize.
Now! Now!
I'm ready.
Attack.
Strike! Now! Let's go!
Roger.
Ruination fangs. Turn to blades.
Demon Fist!
Gather the spirit strength.
That's one!
Roger.
Tornado blade!
I'm ready.
Attack.
Now!
All right.
Take
we
that,
beat the king
racism.
of the skies. That makes me the new ruler.
Hell
Should we
yeah,
call you
Leia.
queen? On second thought, forget it.
That wasn't...
I can't.
That's all right. Not bad.
Sweet, let's eat
Please,
it.
no one panic. Women and children, seek shelter in your homes.
Okay. Yeah,
All
we did.
able-bodied men, to me.
We did not get very far.
Ellie, what are you doing here? I'm home.
Young madam.
Rowan? Everyone's back?
Good to see you again.
Nice to meet you. I'm Leia. Hi.
I'm sorry to alarm you.
I heard all the commotion. I thought Azul was invading.
You okay? You took a tough hit when you saved me.
Seemed like no big whoop at the time. But now, it's really hitting me.
Just like the dragon
Help us
did.
carry him.
I'm actually gonna grab a little caffeine real quick.
Does it look like it'll heal?
My lady, I'm just a horse trainer.
Which makes you the most qualified to help.
Young madam, please forgive me for the heavy burden I placed upon you when I left Sherrilton.
Isn't that Ilbert, the former chief of staff? He was a tactician for the Rashagal army, you know.
Really? And he's on our side? That's great.
All these rumors of war have everyone on edge lately. Let's head back to the manor before we cause any more commotion.
Oh,
The horse trainer says the wyverns need some time to recuperate. You all should rest here in the city while you can.
That may be for the best. We're on the eve of a great battle, after all. Everyone should get as much rest as they can.
Huh?
What's wrong? You look as if I just spoke Long Dao.
Mila's making perfect sense. We have had little rest since our departure from La Ronde.
And you could use some time to gather your thoughts.
As you say.
Thinking about Noctigal? Maybe this is none of my business, but how did you get mixed up with him?
We first met when Noctigal joined the army as an officer. He wanted to serve, despite his royal birth. He and I were assigned to the same division. We fought in many battles together. We earned promotions and glory. That sort of thing builds a bond between men. We were truly brothers in arms. It was a glorious time for both of us. However, Noctigal's growing influence began to threaten the power of his two elder brothers. The older princes ostracized Noctigal, even as they feared him.
I know what happened next. The sleepless night we all learned about in history class. That brief civil war erupted when the late king passed away before naming a successor. The 6 ruling houses and the lesser nobles split into 2 factions. It was the biggest political upheaval in modern Rashigal history. And it lasted until Noctigal slew his 2 older brothers with the help of the military. He was a war hero after all. For 2 days, the people rallied behind Noctigal and his new regime.
Noctigal may have won the struggle, but he lost something dear to him. He lost his only ally in the royal family, his beloved sister, Princess Carrie. It hit Noctigal hard. He was overcome with grief.
They didn't teach us that part.
He expanded his totalitarian control once he became king, and there was no one left to check his power.
Not even you?
Many pinned their hopes on me to act as a moderating influence on the king. I chose to leave the army instead. It has been a difficult decision to live with.
You shouldn't blame yourself. It's not even really Noctigal's fault. His brothers caused all this.
I agree. Which is precisely why I failed to recognize when Noctigal began to stray from the just path. We turned our eyes away from our duty. He and I both, despite knowing that doing so would cause many of our people to suffer. In contrast, the King of Azul has never wavered from doing what must be done.
You may be right. Despite both being kings, Noctigal and Gaius definitely left different impressions on me.
The people no doubt see King Gaius as a superb ruler.
He kind of reminded me of Mila, to be honest.
An astute observation. They do share 2 things in common. The will to do what must be done, and the conviction to do it for the sake of others.
It sounds like they go hand in hand.
Yes, I believe all truly strong people possess those 2 virtues. But Noctigal's convictions became warped, and I lacked the will to stop him.
And I'm not saying you will. But if you decide not to fight Noctigal, I wouldn't blame you.
Thank you. Would you mind leaving me with my thoughts? I will make my decision before it is time for us to leave.
So, I mean, okay, admittedly, I've been doing more side quests than I did in my first playthrough, but this game might be longer than I remembered. Because I remember this being a shorter Tales game at the time.
Well, hey, Elise. You seem glum.
Well, how about finding other people who can get close enough to call you Ellie?
You mean get closer to you and Mila?
Yeah, Tipo should too.
Really?
Hey, it's not like I have lots of friends or anything, but I have enough to know they're pretty priceless. And the best part of friendship is sharing new experiences together.
Jude sure is a smarty pants.
Well, I am an honor student. I just think it'd be nice if we all got to know each other better. Don't you think so?
Yes!
Well, that was incredibly short compared to what we got from Rowan. Not a complaint, just an observation.
Don't creep up on a girl like that.
As long as he's not creeping on a girl, it's fine.
You shouldn't push yourself so much. You weren't the healthiest kid, you know?
Do you have to keep reminding me? It's been ages since I've been sick.
I know, but I still can't help but worry.
I still appreciate it. But I'm worried too.
About what?
That do-gooder nature of yours. In case you've forgotten, it's what got us into this mess.
Maybe you shouldn't have come in the first place.
I'm here for my own reasons, thank you.
Like what?
Those Spyrexes are trouble. I want to destroy them.
Because Mila said so?
That's part of it. But I've actually seen one before.
Seriously?
It was a really long time ago. I know how terrifying those things are. Why are you trying to destroy the Spyrexes in the lands of Kresnik? Because Mila said so?
No, that's not why. If you need a reason...
You don't have one?
I do. I just rather keep it to myself.
All right. You know, destroying the lands of Kresnik is the last thing on our to-do list.
Huh?
What are your plans afterward? Will you head back to Fenmon and finish becoming a doctor? Or will you come home to Larand?
I haven't had a chance to decide yet. One thing at a time. We just need to finish what we've started.
Yeah. You're right. Let's finish this job together.
You got it. I wonder what Mila's going to do when this is all over.
Rowan, Leia. Is there no Alvin or Mila? Because this might be Alvin, but yep, it's Alvin.
All healed up?
Don't worry about it. It was my slip-up.
Yeah, but still.
Huh?
You having problems casting spirit arts lately? I failed like 1,000,000 times by now.
You too? It's like the spirits aren't even there to help us anymore.
Just like back at Fenmont. I bet this is the Lance of Kresnik's influence.
Hey, this guy's saying the spirits are disappearing, and it's the King of Rashagal's fault.
You shouldn't joke about such things. The spirits would never leave us.
Honestly, do you get a kick out of spreading tall tales?
They don't believe me.
Of course not. You can't just tell them something like that out of the blue.
I guess I'm just a shady guy. The townspeople don't trust me, and neither do you.
Hey, that's not true.
Oh? I saved your life, and suddenly you trust me again?
You're still a big fat liar. But a trusting one. Throughout this whole trip, you've never doubted a thing I told
Jude,
you.
I love
Even
you.
when I said the
Like, I
spirits
can't
had
stress that
disappeared,
enough.
You believed me on the spot.
You are a very lovable character and a lovable
Because
protagonist,
it's the
but
truth. When someone uses a Spyrix, spirits die. It's cause and effect.
What are you trying to say?
Well, it's no skin off my nose if spirits wink out of existence. But it's another story if the result is we humans suffer.
But spirits are living things too.
Listen to you. You're sounding more and more like the great Maxwell every day.
That wasn't the point. Don't make fun of me.
I'm not trying to. I just mean you've finally started talking like a bona fide grown-up.
Huh? Like Mila, huh? I wonder if I can protect humans and spirits too. Thanks.
Times like this, I miss being a kid. Life was so simple.
okay, that's probably Mila.
I never thought we'd end up back here again. It seems like forever ago that you were injured.
Have you figured out your mission? What you must do?
I just want to help you out.
I see.
But that's not all. I want to protect the spirits as well. You go to such lengths to protect humans. So it's only fair that I become strong enough to protect spirits too.
You will strive to be our protector. A bold statement. Maybe I've been wrong about humans after all. I never imagined one of you wanting to protect our kind, let alone making it his mission. I'm almost speechless. I've never felt this happy. Now I really must destroy the Lance of Kresnik, for all our sakes.
That reminds me. What are you planning on doing after you've destroyed the Lance?
Destroying the Lance and the Spyrex devices is merely one facet of my mission here. My whole reason for existing hasn't changed.
So you'll return to Nia Khera and live the way you did before?
Most likely.
But with Exodus around, won't your life still be in danger?
Also likely.
What you need is a bodyguard, someone to watch your back.
Technically, she has Ivar.
Are you offering to stay with me?
Is that possible?
If that's what you decide to do, then you should do it. I'll need to create some story to keep you by my side.
Really? Thank you.
It's the least I can do. You're the reason I'm standing here right now, preparing to fulfill my mission. I'm the one who should be thanking you.
Huh? Oh, no, you don't have to do that. We haven't even gotten to the real fight yet.
Good point.
Oh, just the pair I was looking for. Your wyverns have fully recovered.
Let's return to the plaza.
Okay.
Look, again, I'm not saying that there is anything wrong with even Mila wanting Jude to stay by her side. That's not the issue. But I do need to bring up that once again she is completely overlooking and ignoring Ivar's existence, and that's just pretty cold.
Where's Alvin?
He hasn't shown up yet. He's
Probably betraying us
figuring out his next
again.
lie.
That's not true.
What does everyone else think of Alvin? Would you feel safe going into battle with him?
He's just trying to help out his mom, right? I'm a sucker for that kind of stuff.
I worry he himself will be unable to deal with that way of life much longer.
Don't forget, Alvin was the one who saved me from the bad guys.
What do you think?
We'll need to keep up our guard around him until he reveals his hand. He remains trustworthy in battle, at least.
No, it's not polite to talk about someone behind his back.
I don't care.
What can I say? You guys are my only allies.
That makes everyone. Let's be off.
Please wait.
Rowan, are you really gonna fight with your old buddy?
Okay, I'm taking that hair off, Rowan. It doesn't blend with his hair as much as I thought. And it's drawing my eyes not in a good way.
You have our support.
Don't worry, I'll be right behind you.
I've got your back too.
I also think I'm gonna take the headband off Mila. It doesn't.
Don't worry.
It also
I'll
isn't
pick up your dentures if you drop them,
Mick
Grandpa.
blending as well with her.
Please do.
What? No pithy
I guess that means we're all ready.
Let's make our final preparations before...
Oh, okay. The slicked back, it's a braid, whereas that's just a ponytail. The braid looks good though, so I'm gonna give him that. Mila, let's nix the headband. Yeah, I know I did that because I wanted to see the Sun Volcan band, but it just... The slicked back without a hat on just look... Because the slicked back is specifically there to make sure that the character's hair don't interfere with the character's... like, if you put a hat on your characters, it's to make sure that the hair doesn't clip through the... model, but it looks weird without anything being, with just them not wearing a hat, because their hair just looks... I want that. Their hair just it looks like it's incredibly gelled, which you could argue might be the point, but it looks weird is what I'm getting at. That's kind of fun. gonna actually grab those because those aren't bad skills I actually do want. And I still don't fully know why they wanted Tipo, you know? Like, yes, he's a booster, but I don't remember if they said what was so important about Tipo himself. Phoenix Plunge.
Flying was so much fun! The wyverns weren't as scary as I thought.
I'm just glad they didn't eat you.
Too bad they didn't eat Alvin the traitor.
Oh, did I forget to mention wyverns only eat children? But they don't eat their flesh. They nibble away at their souls. So gently that the kids don't even notice. While you were enjoying soaring through the sky, most of your soul could have been chewed away.
That's a lie. That's total nonsense. Yeah, I was right to be afraid.
They make it too easy.
Yep, we are good. Let's go. Let's get it on, my friends.
Thank you for everything.
Please return home safely. For my brother as well.
You have my word, young madam.
Then let's be off.
Let's Leroy Jenkins this.
I believe we just need to follow this road to reach Fenmont.
Yeah, let's go.
Thanks, Wyvern buddies.
Yuck! It's so dark and cramped.
It's just like our room in Hamil.
Yeah, that would be traumatizing. No, thank you, though. Wait. Oops. There we go. That. Fuck me. Fine. I'm just gonna ignore that because it just keeps throwing me back and I don't want that.
And the walking begins.
I'm sure you can see why it wouldn't be practical to...
You'd get spotted right away.
Yes, there'd be no avoiding a battle, and civilians...
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. But is it really okay to leave the wyverns alone like that?
They shouldn't have anything to fear from the monster.
Because the monsters are their friends?
Oh, no, no. The wyverns may look docile, but they can be quite tough when they need to be. Monsters aren't their friends.
Really? Oh, I was...
Monsters aren't friends, they're food.
Stop.
Right. The spirit climb around Fenmont's capital, or maybe the capital is Fenmont, but whatever. The point is the spirit climb around where we're going is always night. That's right. Trying to remember if that's something that changes in the sequel or if it is still always nighttime. I don't remember because I don't think you get to that city in the sequel to like near the end of the game. Wow, looks like I'm gonna have to go all the way around anyway because there's not any vines to climb up. Ooh, devil wings. I think that looks good. Oh, skills.
Let's go!
Oh wait, right. Hey.
Try light! Here!
Nice job.
That's definitely a much better fire move. I guess there's still more than one left.
Let's go! Illumination phase!
It's not working!
Here! Not working? Tornado blade! Alright!
Nice job.
Spirit spiral!
Stay away! Please keep them away!
Let's go!
Roger.
Lightning strike!
Was this really the only...
Excellent.
I am so up my own ass that I seriously didn't click in my brain that Alvin was still in the party. I don't know, I guess it really just does boil down to I'm so focused on maintaining the link between me and Mila so we can keep our combos up, combined with the fact that we do have the ×5 experience. So I'm not quite as concerned about a healer as I would be in the normal circumstance. But yeah, I'm just getting zoned in and missing out. I'm not focusing on party makeup as much as I normally would. Okay, is that a... No, that should be in a cave somewhere.
Huh? Is it me, or did it suddenly get all dark?
Oh yeah, Leia's never been here.
You must be close to Fenmont.
Oh dear, Jude, your clothes are torn. Please hold still for a moment. Be
Considering
done
that
in
we all
just
have
a
like
jiffy
one
here.
outfit.
Wow, as good as new. Thanks.
Nice job. Those are Jude's best clothes, you know. He spent days fretting over exactly what to get. He bought them for his move to Fenmont because he was terrified he'd look like a country bumpkin.
That's surprisingly adorable of you.
Go right ahead. Blab all my secrets.
That's a fine story. Please take good care of them.
How did you get to be so good at sewing anyway?
I learned it when I was in the military. Originally, it was just so I could sew up the lips of any of my men who leaked vital information. After that, I took up needlepoint as a hobby. Oh, that's such an embarrassing story, though. Let's keep that a secret between us.
Guess that's one secret she won't spill.
Oh, that was good eating.
Tipo, what exactly is it that you absorb from foes?
I'm not really sure. It's like their energy or enthusiasm.
Is that nutritious?
Beats me. But when I'm hungry, before I know it, I'm chowing down.
You really are a peculiar creature.
What does enthusiasm taste like?
It depends on the person. For example, yours tastes like strawberries.
What? When did you absorb mine?
I don't need to absorb it to know. I can just tell.
Huh. That does sound appetizing.
Wait, what? What's going on?
Hey, look!
Isn't that...
The lab!
The Lance of Kresnik is in there. Let's go.
Given the fact that it cut to Alvin, it means he clearly knows more than we do, so we're about to get bubbernucked. We're about to get butter chickened. And we're probably not going to be going to Fort Gondola anytime soon, but yeah, we'll take it. And it's probably also because, you know, kids are the only ones that actually
Back in
stop to
Fenmont at
read
last.
signs and shit.
All thanks to you and the others.
Can you believe this is where we first met? That feels like forever ago.
I suppose
About 20
it does.
hours-ish.
This probably isn't something I need to say again.
I know. There's no time for waxing sentimental.
Right.
Okay. There we go. Right, because I still need to deliver those crystals because I don't have them at the moment.
Hey Jude, is that your school?
Yeah, it is. I mean, it was. I doubt they consider...
What are spirits? You could say they're an invisible presence that You could say they're the font of spirit arts, feeding off... You could say they're the guiding hand, that, in other words, the symbiotic relation... But we don't... How did humans and spirits relate before our modern... Ah, it's hopeless.
This is Fenmont? The sun never rises.
Ever since Professor House disappeared, I've been up to my ears in work.
Where did he go, anyway? And why would he disappear the day he won the Hal Prize?
Something must have happened to him. Just between us. Remember how the military came in and searched the school on the day the professor disappeared? When they went through his office, they confiscated every...
So that investigation wasn't related to the warrant out for Jude?
That was their official reason, but I wonder what their real objective was. First, his reward was rescinded without explanation. Then everything he ever worked on was confiscated. There's nothing normal about that.
What was the professor even working on?
I heard he was researching a theory that involved using spirits without providing them any mana.
Is that even possible?
Apparently he'd had some success, but I wouldn't get too interested if I were you. If you stick your nose too far into it, you might disappear too.
Come on, don't say things
So
like...
it sounds like the professor was involved in Spyrex research.
So that means Professor House was researching something similar to the Lance of Kresnik.
That is very interesting. Because I'd always kind of wondered what was it that got the professor singled out. I mean, yeah, I always kind of figured, well, it was just there so that a person that Jude was directly involved with could disappear so he could get involved with the story or whatever. But at the same time, I am glad that even if this is a completely missable aside thing, that there is a in-universe reason for why the professor was drained of his mana and killed, you know? So I can appreciate it. Also, I think there was an error with the translation, the dubbing, because they said first his reward was rescinded, which given the... But I think what they meant to say was award, not reward.
Are you okay? Mr. Eldon?
Doc. Dr. Jude?
Lie still. You're hurt pretty badly.
Listen to me, Doc. She tricked us. One of the researchers was actually in Ajul's spot. When I tried to arrest her, she blew up the entire testing chamber.
We'll carry the wounded to the hospital. Come with me. It sounds like Gaius is making his move.
We can't waste any more time.
We're back here again. Right, this is how we broke in wait. That's how we broke in originally.
Now what? Doesn't sound like knocking will get us in.
The Lance of Kresnik is just beyond...
There's got to be another way in. Let's look for it. What was that? What?
You okay?
I don't know anything. I'm sorry.
Isn't she...
It's the mayor! Hang in there!
The mayor of Hamil? They did say that the Rashagal army invaded the village.
All the villagers froze and solid. No!
Hey, come back to us. Don't give up.
Oh no! Mayor!
Oh no, she didn't even have a name.
Professor House all over again.
The villagers were frozen solid? What could that mean? Is this what Gaius's henchwoman meant when she said the power of a great spirit?
This woman was knocking on death's door. She might have been delusional.
Either way, this is unforgivable.
I wonder if it'll work the same. Are you thinking about the mayor? I understand how you feel. My teacher,
It's not that. It's that I'm not actually...
Is Elise a heartless...
Elise. Do you think she got...
Of course not. What happened was...
Would a heartless monster get so mad about what happened to the mayor? Would she shed tears over it?
No, I guess not.
Can this contraption help us?
might let us look in on the lamp. Here's the video feed.
That's remarkable, Jude.
There's nothing there.
Huh?
The Lance of Kresnik is gone. Did that explosion destroy it?
Surely it would leave some wreckage behind.
Perhaps the lance was moved before the explosion occurred. That's the only logical explanation.
But moved to where?
Mila, look. I found a recording of what happened. Is that the spy Mr. Eldon talked about?
That girl. She's the one from our last visit.
You're right. She was the one that attacked us.
Hey, what you got there?
It looks like someone discovered her ruse, so she detonated a bomb.
But isn't she a Najul spy? If I were in her shoes, I wouldn't risk my life like that even if my cover was blown. In the game of espionage, a dead body can still provide valuable intel.
Then how about this? Maybe she planned to blow up the lance all along, and Mr. Eldon finding her was just a coincidence.
If Jude's theory is true, then it's likely that the girl didn't know the lance had left the facility.
That means she's now either on her way to the location where the lance was taken,
or trying to find out where that location is.
In either case, we might find out something if we can catch her.
According to the timestamp on the video, the explosion only happened half an hour ago.
Then she's probably still in the city.
We need to find that girl.
You know, we could maybe take the time to let these people out. I'm just saying.
You went to medical school here, didn't you?
Young students burning with passion, living...
Not really. We studied and trained all day, every day.
Lame. That is so...
Even those days of toil will one day be treasures to you.
I would have liked to have gone to school myself.
You should have. Maybe you'd have learned how to behave like...
Did you go to school, Leia?
Sure did. I was the class vice president.
Then going to school doesn't seem to help with behavior at all.
Ouch.
You might be... Hey, wait a minute.
Ouch.
There she is, the girl in red.
I know you. Yes, yes, yes! I finally get to finish you off! And it's not even my birthday.
Sorry to interrupt your little psychotic episode, but we really need to ask you something.
Why would I answer you, Claude?
Wait, I have seen you before. Is it possible? Are you Lady Nadia of House Travis?
Huh?
I seem to be correct. But what would compel an heiress of one of the 6 ruling houses to spy for Azul?
I don't know anything about that stinking house. I'm Agria the Shadowless of the Chimeriad.
The Chimeriad again?
So you're working for Gaius.
What's it to you?
You tried to destroy the Lance of Kresnik.
Well, duh.
We want to destroy it too. That makes us allied. If you know where the Lance was taken, tell us.
Like I'd tell you anything.
Please, you want to destroy it for the same reason we do, right? 'Cause it's dangerous?
You reek. Oh, I've got an idea. Before I destroy the lance, I'll use it to blast Rashigul to itty-bitty bits.
What is your problem? We're working our butts off to save the world, and you think it's funny to stand in our way?
You really do stink!
What are you, 5?
You think you can fill the world with rainbows and kittens just by working hard? That sweet reek of yours is giving me brain decay.
I don't think your brain can decay any more than already
with hard
is.
work?
Zip it, you little pimple, or I'll pop you.
Excuse me?
I still remember the agony you caused me that day.
That weapon is so impractical.
My head hurt. No fear.
You seriously stink.
What the hell?
Stand in our way and we'll be forced to cut you down.
Whatever. It's time we got rid of the damn stink around here.
Here!
Recover! Energize!
Go!
I'm feeling it now!
Alright!
Nice job.
Energize! Energize!
Don't worry.
What happened? How careless of
Go!
Energize! Pixie circle! Energize! You'll have Help it! Please keep them away!
Attack!
Racing ring!
Look out!
Racing ring! Protect me, okay? Together with spirit racing ring! Don't worry!
Ruination phase!
Circle!
Tornado wave!
Energize! Pixie circle!
Igneous crush!
Have me, okay?
Lightning strike! Judgment gate!
You're pathetic.
You, here! Torrent impact!
Stay strong.
I'm feeling it now! Time to burn!
One!
Roger.
Don't worry.
Here! Torrent impact! Strike!
Circle!
Death now.
On the One!
Roger.
Pixie circle!
Here! Torrent impact!
Pixie circle!
Open the pavilion of darkness. Protect me, okay? Embrace fortitude.
One!
Roger.
Aerial fire!
I'm ready!
That's it. Protect me, okay? Embrace fortitude.
Go, Chico!
Limbs turn to blade.
Sharing is caring!
I'm here. I'm ready. Protect me, okay? Limbs turn to blade.
You're pathetic! Go, Chico!
Strike!
Sharing is
Let's
caring!
go!
Roger.
Protect me, okay?
Ruination phase!
I'm here. Embrace fortitude.
I'm feeling it now!
Lightning strike!
I'm here.
Judgment gate!
It's time you burn to a crisp! Pyro storm!
Let's go! Final down!
Attack.
You said you could use a gel.
Strike! Now! Now!
Chico!
Roger.
Final down!
Sharing is caring!
Now! Let's go!
Roger.
Ruination phase! Let's go! Igneous crush! Healer!
Right on point.
Demon Fist! Let's go!
Roger.
Final down!
Shoot. Now's our chance.
One!
Roger.
Final down! Tornado wave! Lightning strike! One!
Shoot.
Here! Torrent impact! Now! Let's go!
Roger.
Ruination phase!
Serious. Whatever. Whatever.
Now!
Look out. Look out.
Demon Fist! Let's go!
Roger.
Final down! Demon Fist! One!
Roger.
Final down! Strike! Now! Demon Fist! Go!
Roger.
Final down!
Energize. You have to be kidding me.
Nope.
What's wrong?
Mila, I don't stink, do I?
No, you're totally fine.
Ah! Did I ask you?
I won't let anyone.
Just keeps getting better.
I should warn you. I'm still not used to the sensation of sweating during exertion. Couple that with my somewhat clumsy sword grip, and well, you might consider being a little more cooperative. Where is the land?
A secret passageway runs under the laboratory. It connects to Orta Palace.
And that is?
That's the palace Noctigal rules from.
I've never heard of this passageway.
Is it still usable?
Only if you're a worm. It's caved in now.
So we can't use it.
Hey, get back here! Maxwell, one of these days, I'm going to rip that pretty face of yours to pieces! And you, Pimple, listen up. Work, work, work as hard as that scrawny body of yours can handle, and you'll still wind up with only two things: Jack and Squat.
Why do you say stuff like that? That girl has serious issues.
Orta Palace, the enemy stronghold.
We should be careful.
I know. Let's check things out first.
Didn't actually bother to read what the opal did. Okay, yeah, it's just one of those. Cool, 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 cool.
did that Agria girl say such awful things to me? Is that wretched little urchin actually nobility?
Yes, I do believe that she is the scion of the Travis family. The Travis estate was destroyed by arson a few years ago. Most of the Travises died in the blaze.
She lost her whole family? No wonder she turned out that way.
How interesting. You can sympathize with someone you despised mere seconds ago.
Yeah, I guess that's the kind of thing Agria would say reeks of naivete.
Perhaps she would. But I find it to be a kind and gentle smell.
I agree. Oh dear. Perhaps we're starting to smell a bit cheesy ourselves.
Thanks, you guys.
No problem. Oh, there's another scene we can get over there. No, this way.
It's been a while since you've been back to Fen. Wait, you didn't make any.
I made it just. It feels.
Dr. Jude, I didn't know you were back. I couldn't believe it when I heard that the military was after you. Oh gosh, where do I even begin?
Take a deep breath, Prin. It's okay. Although, to be honest, so much has happened that I don't really know where to begin either.
You weren't really a spy, were you? I can't imagine you being one.
Are you kidding? Jude's smart and all, but I wouldn't hire this goofball to spy on his own nose.
A harsh yet accurate appraisal.
You must be Leia. You're exactly as Dr. Jude described you. You always showed up in his stories, you know.
Really? And here I thought he'd forgotten all about me.
I only mentioned you a few times. Hey, is that a Sylph J? Are you treating it?
Yes, I'm doing it as a special favor for an acquaintance of mine.
That's the same bird Alvin uses. I didn't know it was called a Sylph J.
They're pretty unique. They can channel wind spirits with their manalobe to help them fly long distances.
Sylph Jays also have the ability to distinguish between the manalobes of different people, and can use that to sense a person's location. Hence their popular use for military communication.
Wow, little guy, you're pretty smart.
Unfortunately, this little one flew too far, too fast, and ended up hurting his manalobe.
Well, that was silly of you. But I like a hard work.
He'll weaken and die from the injury. And there isn't anything I can... There is a treatment that uses harmonica grass, but it's impossible to get...
Hey, if that's the case, I'll find...
What?
You know I have a weakness for the smart but bumbling type.
You're still talking about the Sylph J, right?
We might have some. Nope. Yeah, no. That's a quest I've taken, and I need to get something that I don't have yet.
Huh. I figured security would be tighter than this.
I don't suppose we could just charge inside.
That wouldn't be prudent. This is their stronghold.
Rowan? What's the matter?
I was just weighing options. I think Jude might have the right idea here.
Whoa, hey now, are you serious? For once, Mila's telling us to be cautious and not charge in.
Do you have a plan?
More of a hunch, actually. Shall we test it?
If it's good enough for Rowan, count me in.
Stop right there!
Right on point! Attack! Let's smash him! I'll help out! Please keep them away! Struggling!
Finish them!
Stay away!
Farewell! Lightning! Attack!
Right on point! Get him!
Shoot!
Demon Fist! Demon Fist!
Sorry, I'm kind of trying to do things at once at the moment.
Let's go! Roger! Ruination Fairy!
Whoa! Please keep them away!
Strike! Now, let's go!
Roger!
Ruination Fairy! Hey!
Yes, I see. So this is experience.
Didn't mean to skip that. Leia, Sun Wukong.
Looks clear. But this is the king's house. Shouldn't he have more soldiers?
It could be a trap.
No doubt the Rashagal army has already been deployed for war with Azul.
But wouldn't they tighten security around the royal palace in wartime?
Except for the natural and man-made barriers that protect Fenmont in the north and south, it has few defenses in the event of a siege. If the enemy army breaches its walls, troops are wasted here in wartime. So the majority of them are deployed to fortify the naval defenses in Fort Gandala.
That makes sense. But it also means war is imminent. We can't waste this opportunity.
Indeed. This is a Lotus Ring, a device that ferries people throughout Order.
All aboard?
Okay, I was hoping to get a little farther today, but I think I am currently out of time. So that is where I'm going to have to call it for the day. Well, we were planning on streaming later today, but there's a possibility Abby's gotten sick. So we're probably going to have to potentially cancel those plans. Depending on how sick she is, if she's bedridden, I might do another stream just on my own, either as me or potentially as... I've been hitting upon the idea of streaming some games that are specifically like multiplayer as edgelord, so if anyone wants to join with those, they could. Like I said, that's not really set in stone. That's just something I've been considering. Yeah, it's going to kind of depend on Abby's health. And then there'll be for sure one more stream tomorrow morning. But, yeah. Like I said, it's going to depend on how sick Abby actually is. So I'm not sure when, but I will see you all then. Have a good rest of your day. Goodbye.